Hey, what's up, guys? Arclight here. Just want to give you a quick heads up before you start watching the long panel review of the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Um, so, in the process of starting recording, I noticed that for some reason on my OBS software, the sound was not set properly, and I didn't notice until about maybe a couple minutes in. Thankfully, you're not missing anything. It's just pretty much the introduction because it's me, my wife AmyB, Neon San, SpongeBob, and StarchildOrko uh, that are doing this group collab here together. But like I said, you're not missing anything. So I just wanted to let you know that it'll be starting abruptly as I adjust the volume properly, so you should be good to go from here on in. So yeah. But anyways, apologies for that. But with that said, grab you a snack, grab you a soda. You can listen to it in the background, and let us know what you think in the comments below of the Mario Galaxy movie with your thoughts. What you like best about it, what you didn't like so much about it, and what you would like to see in the coming future. All right. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Was going to get a sequel after how well the first movie did. So I was just like, well, I was just going to be excited like I was with the first movie, and just I know I was going to have or hopefully it was going to be a good time when I went and see it, and I did. I did so that I managed to see it twice.
Do we
So
want to
Nice.
briefly go over what we thought of the first movie, just for comparison to this one?
Yeah, we can do. Yeah.
that's what I actually wrote down as far as like
Mm-hmm.
my topics to talk about for this. So yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we can start with that. That's fine. So, as far as the first movie goes, well, it's still great. I mean, it's what was considered. I would probably refer it to as the what should have been the official Mario movie from for many many years. Unlike that that other one that we got back in the '90s, but
What? That one was great. Okay, actually, I have no particular feelings on that one. I know a number of people who do love that movie.
I was a
Uh,
guilty
I'm yet to
pleasure of it.
see it.
Yeah. Okay. So let's not go into too much detail about it. Basically,
Guilty pleasure.
uh, it was a guilty pleasure. It's still a cult classic, even though it got definitely a lot of mixed reviews
a
for
lot of
different
people
reasons. So
consider it to be a pretty good movie, but a terrible adaptation,
yeah.
which I think
Correct.
is
I
fair.
agree. Because actually, leading up to this, I actually managed to find what was the extended cut called? It was called the Monty Jungle cut, which
I've
was
never heard of
pasted
that.
in
I hadn't
a
either.
bunch of scenes that they cut out from the movie. So I was able to watch it like instead of like the runtime of like what was it, an hour and 13, it went up to be like over 2 hours.
Oh,
So
I need
Oh,
to check
yeah,
wow.
that.
after finally
Out.
seeing that for the first time, even with that extended cut, it was like, oh yeah, I could see why people were like really panned this compared to the games. But now that we have the two movies, and comparing to to that live action movie, I can actually appreciate it as its own thing. But comparing it to the games, oh yeah, no, yeah, I can see why it got panned bad, and it
Yeah.
took us that long time before we got another Mario movie.
I mean,
The
as a kid, oh,
Go
I
Oh,
ahead.
I was just gonna say for the but if you're gonna talk about the '93 movie, go ahead, because I was gonna talk about the 2023 movie.
it's just as a kid, it was
Mhm.
just like for me at the time. I mean, this is before the Mario movie. It was great to see Yoshi on the big screen, and I just kind of took it for like okay, different. I mean, as a kid, I was open minded anyway, but like I just took it as okay, this is great. I got to see Yoshi and like Mario and Luigi doing their thing, and it was just different with Daisy, which was weird to me because it's like I wanted Peach to be in it, but like Luigi and Daisy get together, but okay, and
The
Mario's with
weird
Pauline.
the weird thing, I think she's named Daniela or something like that,
Yeah,
or Danielle,
Daniela.
something like that.
Oh,
The weird thing is that Daisy in the '93 movie is a bit of a combination of Peach and Daisy. For one, I believe, yeah, she's blonde. She's blonde, so in appearance she actually looks a little more like Peach. But also, she is the princess of the Mushroom Kingdom, which obviously Peach is, but it also matches Daisy being more Luigi's love interest. I mean, love interest, as far as a love interest goes in Mario, she is more paired with Luigi in the games, which does match up with that movie. So she's a weird combination of the two in that one.
Yeah, it's just I enjoyed it for what it was, and I still like it to this day. You know, I mean, I try not to take from critic viewpoint, nostalgia critic, but he did say the stage design, and I happen to agree with it, is tremendous. I mean, that's probably what kind of pulled me in memorably, just the whole big
Yeah.
set design and just all that. But for the most part, though, I mean, the 2023 release, I think that was what Miyamoto wanted in the first place. And
Hmm.
then
Yeah.
I put on Twitter that like this movie is going to make $1 billion because I this is it's a traditional cartoon movie. Like if Disney got off their behinds, for example, they if they would do a brand new Mickey Mouse movie or a brand new Bugs Bunny movie, off Acme versus Wiley, or
Yeah, I
Wiley
saw the
versus
trailer for
Acme.
that. I'm rather curious about that one. So, but that's the
You-
topic for another time.
right,
Yeah.
but I mean it made $1 billion because it's the traditional family cartoon movie because that's what Disney used to do back in the day when it wasn't when it was just about the characters and the lore, and it's like people can just you can rag on Mario all you want, 2023 Mario, but like you cannot say that I'm proud of Illumination. It makes me want to actually watch the Minions and stuff because they honor the source material.
They
People
do.
know what
Hmm.
Mario did is, and that's why I really like the 2023 film. I still stand by that 9 out of 10.
Hmm.
It is what it is. It's a Mario movie. It's a cartoon movie. What else? This is not like Jujutsu Kaisen or Hayao Miyazaki's Spirited Away. It's a Mario movie, please.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give the fun what the people are going to want. The people go to play the games to enjoy themselves, to play the games. So give the fun back into it rather than giving other elements. They want to just go in there and have fun and reminisce their childhood and not have other elements in there.
And not
Does that
get
make
a
sense?
and not be lectured because we don't ever get enough lectures about the stuff we have to know about on the daily basis already by other
Right.
means. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah.
Um,
Oof.
in regards to the 2023 movie, I would say honestly I do consider it a good movie. There were a number of things I had some issues with. Probably the biggest thing about the first movie for me is just how little Luigi is in it because they
Yeah.
swapped the roles of Luigi and Peach essentially. And don't get me wrong, I do like Peach. She's actually one of my favorite. She's like my favorite character along with Yoshi. But I still
Yes.
didn't really like sacrificing Luigi's screen time in exchange for that. The other thing was I wasn't a huge fan of all the casting. I think the performances were fine, but I still hold that Charles Martinet could have done Mario's voice if they really wanted him to. Like people think, oh well, it would have been silly. The thing is, he would have been like for the whole movie. He would have had the accent, but Charles Martinet is a much better voice actor than those people give him credit for. I think he would have done the serious moments just fine. That said, Chris Pratt did a pretty service. Like he did fine. His performance was fine. It wasn't bad, especially in the early trailers. For some reason, they used worse takes from him to make him like seem worse. I don't know why, but in
Yeah.
the actual movie, he was fine.
I think they just needed to like Hollywoodize it even just a little bit by having more well known and more. You didn't need to really be into the history of all the games of who voiced them. They wanted more well known actors in the movie so people would reckon more people would recognize the voices. I think
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that's
that's
was
pretty
that.
much
kind
the thought
of
process
I
behind it.
I kind of have
Yeah.
like I get why they do that, but I just really think they should probably trust the voice actors a bit more
Correct.
as far as that is concerned.
I mean, they did pull a Sonic movie where they have someone from the. Well, okay, they did. I mean, okay, Mark. Okay, I guess I'm getting that mixed up a bit, but they at least had an official VA in there, Kevin Michael Richardson as Kamek, and I am happy that they at least got an official voiceover artist in there instead of just someone else voicing it. It's kind of sad that he only gets a minor part, but Kevin Michael Richardson, as always, he knocks it out of the park. So
Oh
Yes.
yeah,
Mhm.
Comic
Yeah.
is the only one who has someone who's primarily a voice actor. Pretty
Yes.
much everyone else got other than minor characters, because Comic's not like a super major character, but he at least plays a more significant role than say, I don't know, Mario's dad.
Yeah.
Right. But at least Charles Martinet is in the movie. At least it shows Hollywood is trying at least trying to extend the olive branch out a little bit. I mean, of course, who knows what they auditioned for or how much pull behind the scenes Miyamoto has or the president of Illumination, how much they wanted to do with the voice actors. But we all know, of course, it was strategic to get Jack Black and Charles Martinet.
Yeah.
No, Jack Black and what's his name, Chris Pratt
It's right. Yeah.
and I forgot the voices of Peach and so on and so forth.
Anya Taylor-Joy
Yeah.
Yeah.
is Peach. Charlie Day is Luigi.
Mhm.
Which I thought was an interesting
Keegan Michael Key
choice.
is
The
Toad.
way he did his character, I thought he did it rather good. I was like, oh yeah, I could.
I
When
think
I
Charlie Day is one of the better casts of the movie, and
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
he's quite good. And I think Jack Black did it he does a great job as Bowser. The one that was most surprising for me was Keegan Michael Key as Toad. I actually thought he sounded great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like the game
Mhm.
Toad, but the game Toad, it's like because people said, "Oh, Mario's voice Mario's game voice would get obnoxious to hear for the whole movie." I disagree with that. The one I understand is okay. I can understand people
Yeah.
being annoyed with Toad's game voice for the whole movie.
oh,
With
can you
Right.
Game Boy,
imagine
but
if they
get,
got?
I would get that. I understand a lot of people being annoyed with it, and I think Keegan Michael Key did a good he still did a good Toad voice, even though it's different.
Yeah, I mean, because it's like it's more grounded. It's not, hey, my pig, because that the high pitch of that. Listen to that for like, I mean, not completely for an hour and a half or however long the first movie was. That would get grating. Like if you're playing a video game, like okay, they're making ground, so it sells the point. But it's like, ooh, Jesus,
Yeah, that's the one I can budge on. Like, okay, I can see how that would be annoying.
yeah. I mean, I would like to, man. I wish Peach's voice was the traditional Peach voice, but
I
that
agree. Anya Taylor-Joy is a great actress, and I think she does a good performance. I'm not a huge fan of her voice for Peach. I wish it was a little higher pitched, but her
Yeah.
performance is
her
good.
performance is good. And please,
Yeah.
the girl boss, look, Miyamoto was in charge of or at least he had his hands all over this. Nintendo has kind of moved on from her being a damsel in distress. She is, and at one point because the movie and Bowser marrying on blah 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 blah. But like, I'm sorry, this is a wild side tangent. It's just like okay, we have besides Super Princess Peach, what was the other game? Super,
Princess
Showtime,
Peach Showtime. Yeah.
Showtime. So yeah, like
Which came
okay,
out after the movie, to be fair.
Yeah, it
yeah,
did.
but Nintendo, jeez,
But we've also had Super Mario 3D World as well, where she was
right.
playable.
So
Yeah.
it's like every person that's a main character, Rosalina, Peach, Daisy, to like Mario, Yoshi, whatever Nintendo character you or Mario character you like, they can do their stuff in the Mushroom Kingdom, dude. Bowser included. So
I was
I'm sorry, it's just
in regards.
girl. Sorry, go
I
ahead.
know there were complaints about Peach being too much of a girl boss in the first movie. I was gonna say again, they swapped her role with Luigi's essentially in terms of how much screen time she gets, which is okay. I just don't think they had to give it Luigi screen time. Probably the issue I had is that the way it's presented in the movie is Peach is the one who needs to teach Mario about the platforming stuff, which in the structure of the movie kind of makes sense because she grew up in the Mushroom Kingdom. He just came from Brooklyn. It
Right.
makes sense, but it's really weird coming from the games where, if anything, Mario would have been the one to show Peach how to do some stuff. And I'm not the biggest fan of that, but I also don't think it takes up the entirety of the first movie. And it's not like Mario is completely subservient to Peach, because in the first movie, when they get to the whatever they call DK's place in the
DK's
like,
Jungle.
The
Yeah.
Kong Kingdom.
I think they call it the Jungle Kingdom or something. Peach
Kong
did
Kingdom.
not even want to consider the idea of fighting DK, whereas Mario went all in on it. So
Yeah, it did.
Mario actually was willing to do something Peach wasn't. So it's not like he was completely eclipsed by her. I do find the her teaching him a little weird coming from the games, but it's not something that damages the whole movie, I would argue.
I mean,
So while I understand some people having an issue, I also think it's not that bad.
And the thing I like about both of the Mario movies, and I hope this, at least with the first one, and I know we'll get to the second one in a moment, but like the first
Yeah.
one, like it's show not tell, and that everyone was like, "Where's all the plot?" I mean, I'm gonna throw both movies in there. Where's this? Where's that? It's when it comes to the Legend of Zelda from Sony and Nintendo, well, of course, that's going to be dialogue heavy and story, and it's going to be structured because that's how Link is. But going to the Mario movie, looking at this property, it's going to be show not tell. That
Yeah.
that that is the bread and butter of a Mario game, a Mario plot. Even when you throw in Rosalina's backstory from Mario Galaxy, it's more show not tell. Environmental narrative, storytelling, and the fact that people are like, "Ooh, we want the characters to be deeper." Like, how deep are you gonna get if you actually pay attention to the micro, the breadcrumbs? If you played the games, you pay attention to the micro plot. For both movies did what they had to do in order to tell the story and the structure.
Yeah.
There is a lot of people glossing over that because they have an agenda they want to tell. They just didn't like the movie and they didn't want to be honest about not liking the movie instead of trying to make excuses. And that's a conversation for another time. My bad, but it's just
And
like,
Critics.
I only
Am I
discussed
right?
the faults of the at least the problems I have with the first movie to compare to the second one, and it's going to be a favorable comparison. But show not tell, I will say one of my favorite things about the first movie actually is it's in the scene where he's fighting DK, where he hits the block, the mini mushroom comes out, the blue mushroom. There's nothing in the movie to tell you that's not going to be a good thing, but everyone watching it who played the game immediately saw them like, no, 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 Mario,
Yeah.
don't do it. We all knew. We all
Yes.
knew.
Yes. Yes. I saw that coming. I was like, oh no, no, no.
I love that they didn't make a big deal like, uh-oh, Mario, you don't want to eat that. What? What's the problem? It's just if you know, you know, and it was not disappointing.
Yeah. And then coming along later, the cat suit. Everybody's like, "Oh my god, look at the cute kitty! He looks ridiculous!" And then he proceeds to just curb stomp the hell out of Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was great. That shit was great.
meow.
Yes. Who was it that voiced Cranky Kong?
Fred
Um,
Armisen.
who?
Fred Armisen, I think is his name.
I think he pulled a pretty good Cranky, especially for
Yeah.
being a leader of the
Oh yeah.
group. It's I thought it suited him really well with his tone and his attitude and everything. It's like I can imagine someone like him if he was to voice Cranky, like in any of the Donkey Kong Country games, for example. Like just imagine you stop by Cranky and he wants to proceed to give you hints slash banter. Can you imagine hearing that in his voice?
Right.
I do wish he sounded a little older, but the movie also made it so that well, Cranky is directly said to be DK's father in that game, and the
Yeah.
game's been
Yeah.
inconsistent on that. Donkey Kong Country 1 through 3, oh, it's his grandfather. DK64 said it's his father. The more recent games went back to saying Cranky is DK's grandfather. I'm like, okay, fine, we have that settled. Then this one's like, oh, it's his father. I'm like, make up your mind.
Make up your mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
don't care which one, just pick one.
And then Diddy comes up. It's like, actually, shut up, Diddy. Sit down. Nobody cares.
That was actually one of my favorite parts because that was totally what Diddy would have done. Oh, and actually, speaking of voice actors, Diddy actually did have Diddy was voiced by Eric Baza, who does like he's not
Oh,
the
who currently
primary voice
does
of
Bugs Bunny and Daffy for the Looney Tunes stuff.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think he's their primary voice actor, but he can
I
do
didn't
that.
know
So
that.
Diddy's another one who actually has a voice actor doing his voice.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's
Okay, that's
interesting.
that's new. I didn't know that.
DK.
DK.
Sorry.
That makes yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, listening back to that now, that makes perfect sense. Yes, because my
I
son and I have
lo-
been watching the new Looney Tunes show and hearing the way Bug sounds now. I was like, oh yeah, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I I loved that part because like yeah, that is what Diddy would do. He would be DK's main hype man.
Yep.
always has
Yeah.
been.
Always. Shoot.
So yeah,
Prime
we had.
Adventures.
So yeah, overall, first Mario movie had some good times. We've watched it multiple times. Sometimes when we have other company over, we want to have a fun movie night. Ah, heck, let's put that on again.
Oh,
So
that's good.
Yeah,
Oh, that's good that
like I
you want to
said,
definitely.
we
share.
rewatched it
You
Nice.
want to
the
show it
night
to other
before.
people to share for for family time or
Big,
friend time enjoying the
All
definitely.
right.
movie.
Quality time.
Oh,
Yeah.
he'll just put it on by himself, won't he?
Yeah,
We rewatched.
he would. He
You might
would.
That's
have
Yeah.
not
to.
bad
Definitely.
Yeah.
either.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. I would.
My sisters and I rewatched it the night before we went to go see the movie just to refresh it, and yeah, it's a good time.
Oh, I was going to do the
Mhm.
same thing for me too, but I didn't have time. So,
Yeah, same road.
as far as like my opinions of the first movie, I enjoyed it very much. I enjoyed what they did with as far as like picking and pecking what from the Mario games of the past, getting close to 40 years at that point of Mario and try to put everything together into a a story that makes sense. So it was, cuz if you want to compare it to the actual first game, it's like we've already been the past, getting close to 40 years at that point of games. There's been major games at this point, Mario 64, Mario Galaxy, Mario Odyssey, Super Mario 3D World. There's a lot to try to put into together. So I think it would probably be it's like even better comparing to the very first, Super Mario Brothers game. So I just love, and this is probably just me that likes, picking and pecking stuff to put together into, if you're trying to adapt something, to put together into a movie. So yeah, that I really enjoyed the first movie very very much. As far as the casting is concerned, I was fine. I was fine with practically everybody, but loved Jack Black as Bowser. But maybe I'm kind of biased of that.
I mean, that's fair.
A lot of
Probably
people
my
did.
least favorite. If we're
So
the casting for it, probably my least favorite one was Seth Rogen, but I think a lot of people have that opinion.
Yeah, he
Mhm.
doesn't really do too much of it. It's just basically his voice. But we've got actors that basically do their own voice for characters anyway. I'm looking at you, Patrick Warburton.
mm,
Oh yeah. Oh, it's all coming together. Uh, the soundtrack could have been better. I know there was a cut on
Yeah.
YouTube or X somewhere that, here's the original OST, which the sequel approved upon, thank God. But like the first
Oh
movie did
yeah,
what it had to do with that OST. Fine,
I mean,
whatever.
don't get me
it was a
wrong. I
little.
mean, the songs were fun. Were fun, but then again, it's a lot of them that's been, I don't know. I guess kind of used to death between that
And,
and
and
other
a crutch,
films.
really.
Yeah.
There was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
It
when
did help
you
to
know.
make them relatable. It helped to make it relatable to like not just the Mario like fans. It would be everybody who would be going in to watch it. It made it relatable. Um, but I think it definitely made it better when they made the switch from using more mainstream music to just using the old classic music that the Mario fans would appreciate in the second movie in comparison to having the mix in the first movie.
Yeah, in the first,
Yeah.
the two significant parts I can think about in the first movie is when they use "Need a Hero" for the training montage, and
Yes,
then when they get
Hmm.
to the Jungle Kingdom, they play "Take on Me."
Yeah.
Seemed odd that
they
they
do.
used those instead of other songs, but then you have, they play the Mario Kart Wii menu music when they're picking out their carts later. So you still have some cool things like that, but maybe not as
Yeah,
much as they could have had. Which again, I forget who said it, but the second one improved on.
they did. Yeah.
So on about the second one, let's shift over to that. Since we kind of
Okay.
went on, we kind
Yes.
of went on a long tangent for about 20 some
Yeah.
minutes
I think
compared to
we
the
I
first
think we
Yeah.
can
couple
all agree we
movies.
did enjoy the first movie very much,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
Yeah.
have our own
With some
good reasons and bad reasons about it.
Yeah. We
Yes.
just wanted to get that set up, but then we go to the second movie. Do we want to just start from the beginning, beginning of the movie, and then work our way through?
Sure. So first of all, I should
All right.
probably just
Also,
say,
before we do that, are
uh,
we basically going to spoil the second movie?
Oh yeah,
I
I guess
think
so.
it's this is if you
I think we if we can, as long as it's very clearly stated, do not watch this, do not go any further if you haven't already
I
watched
was
it,
just
if you
about
don't
to
want to be
say
spoiled.
spoiler warning from this point if you haven't seen the
Yes.
Galaxy movie.
Okay.
Stop
Thank you.
right now, go
Because
watch it and
if
come
not, we're going to
back.
be on edge and be on eggshells. Like,
Yeah.
can we say that? Can we say it? But if we have a rule from straight out, yes, we can, then we all can say what we want to say.
So
Yeah.
comparing the height from the first movie, now going to the hype of the second movie, how do you all feel it holds up?
Um, The second movie?
For the second movie, yeah, compared to the
Uh-huh.
first. Like,
Oh well,
was it? Yeah,
I like the second movie a lot more. I'll just say that up front.
I kind of did too. In all honesty, um, but we'll start from like I said, we'll start from the beginning on that one. So,
Yeah, with Rosalina.
Rosalina.
Yeah.
First of all, thoughts on the
Rosie.
cast of Rosalina as for Brie Larson.
Oh,
I
absolutely. I think she did fantastic.
I think she rather
she
enjoyed
I
herself doing that character a lot.
I think she did a good job. The thing is, if uh, so I don't want to get into it too much, but Brie Larson has said a couple things in the past that maybe kind of on her. But when she was announced as Rosalina, I actually didn't mind because I didn't mind because I heard the voice she did for her. I thought, I mean, it works, so
Yeah,
I was fine with it, and I think she did a good job in the movie.
like she when she said don't touch my kids yeah, that's Rosie. And that's just I'm
Hmm.
she stated in interviews that, she kicked her boyfriend on the couch or kicked him out or whatever, saying that she really loves you know, she really loves Super Mario Galaxy. She loves the character, and you can see it in the, I love Rosalina because of that storybook. I love Rosie. She it's a tie between her and Peach. Okay, as one of my
Hmm.
favorite female Nintendo characters. That aside, she did a great job. I loved it. And just, oh no, too short time. Like, dude, Bowser Jr. Okay, I don't want to get. There's a reason why that it had to happen as it did. Bowser Jr. You know, he's on a mission, so of course Rosie's gonna be in trouble. I'm not. Dude, Smash Brothers, Mario Kart franchise, freaking whatever sports game Rosie's in. Rosie's had more than enough time as a playable character. Her getting kidnapped in this and held captive, I'm not bothered by it. And the performance is fine. And Brie Larson, she's a big fan. So yeah, I had no problem
I
with it. It was
I
great.
gotta
I was
say
excited.
that was surprising to me because all we saw of Rosalina in the trailers was, oh, I forget what the machine. It's called Mega Leg or something.
Yeah,
yeah,
Mega
That
Lake
Bowser
or
Jr.
Mecha
pilots.
Lake.
Mecha Leg, yeah, something like that. He because we saw in the previews they just showed her blasting him, so I thought, oh, they're just gonna make it so that Rosalina is just this untouchable force. So it was actually pretty surprising when she does end up getting kidnapped, but also a little bit refreshing because I mean she's obviously not powerless, but Bowser Jr. Was able to get to her. So I thought, okay, all right, well let's see how this goes.
he had the means, he had the tech and all that.
And
So
that,
And had the motive to hurt the Lumas, so that's why
Oh
it
yeah,
was more so
Yeah,
she
so
had to be subservient as she was. Yes, she can totally kick butt because as we saw in that beginning, but she had to sacrifice herself for the sake of the Lumas. So
see
I
that's
the
understand that
maternal
she had.
instinct, yeah. The
yeah,
yeah.
maternal
that
Also,
instinct, I'm going to sacrifice myself for the kids. Yeah.
it
yeah,
also
that
shows that
that's
Bowser Jr. is quite competent,
yeah,
and
Yes.
knows what to do.
yes. That's
With
the thing. I just wanted to, she had to take that bullet bill so she wouldn't hit the Lumas. So of course of course Bowser Jr. is a villain. He's gonna take advantage of that. It's like he baited her and he captured her. I thought that was great because yeah, she could. You took the words out of my mouth. Star Child is like yeah, just Rosalina could
Mhm.
kick behind, but she's still a mother at the end of the day. She's still gonna protect her
Hmm.
kids. That's it.
Mhm.
So, oh, she got captured. She's only in a movie for 13 minutes. Come on, dog. You're not watching a movie. You're picking apart the movie. That is. I'm sorry. I digress. That.
I'll be fair. If someone went into the movie they expected more of Rosalina, and she's not in that much of the movie, I can understand the disappointment because I kind of felt that way with Luigi in the first movie.
Yeah, it's just
Um,
Hmm.
basically Rosalina and that kind of minor role that what happened with Luigi in the first movie.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's
so I
fair.
I can
Fair.
understand someone
Fair.
being disappointed with it.
yeah,
Yeah.
But
I
it's
just.
not that it's because she's incompetent. It's just one she had a weakness that Bowser Jr. Exploited to get to her.
hmm
Yeah. That's fair for the fans, but I, f- I can't. I won't dismiss anyone's feelings on that, but I just feel like if you're not paying attention to all the details, you are missing out on a pretty good, actually good, competent cartoon story. And it's not just oh, ooh, it just agitates me that I'm a big Rosalina fan. And I was okay with it because I thought I would have been the one saying, "Oh, only 13 minutes." Like, no, I want to take in a galaxy and everything that this movie has to offer. But anyway, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that's good.
actually, one thing I should mention really quickly, since I made the comparison to Luigi, I forgot to mention something to give credit to the first movie on. He has his moment at the end of it.
Yes, he does.
Hmm.
Are you talking about the one
Yeah,
Oh,
where
so
yeah.
I want to give credit to the
he
first movie
helped
for
he
that.
helped
Oh yeah, for
shield Mario
Luigi
from
with
the
helping out
fire?
Mario at the end of the movie. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, man.
Well, end of the first movie. He does so in the second, but we'll get to that and get to that.
And
in
then
just a moment.
he's the one who helps Mario beat Bowser. So it's
Yeah.
not, again, it's not as much as I'd like for him to done, but at least that happened. I thought, okay, Luigi did something. He did something big at the end of it, so I can at least appreciate that. But
And
anyway,
then,
sorry, I didn't mean to go back to the first movie. I just thought, oh, I forgot to mention that.
That's all good. That's all good.
That's fine.
So moving on. Um, how about the introduction of Yoshi
I love that.
when the brothers went?
oh
Yes.
I thought it was nice.
man,
That was so
that
adorable.
that was so great. They're playing what was the Biggie Smalls track? Shoot. Biggie, 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 can't you see Yoshi just going in New York doing his thing? But then he messed up and he run away from the cops. Like, no.
He's taking his tour of New York.
By the
Yeah.
way, by the way, I mean, come on. It was like they had no protection on that, because the thing is, he knocks over the skeleton of that T-Rex, and they chase him out for doing that. There was no protection on that thing. I just say, you guys got to put up more around that.
Or
Anyone
flimsy
could have done
protection with
that.
the whole
Oh, yeah.
guardrail.
Even a
Right.
5-year-old could just simply was like, "Ooh, what does this do?" The same result would have happened. I mean, for real.
Yoshi a fugitive of New York. He don't pay his taxes. He don't help with the museum.
I guess it's also worth mentioning that this is DK's one appearance in the movie, is
Yeah.
New York.
Oh yeah,
I have the little idea if we get to it later. If we get to the discussion later on after all this, so
Ooh.
And then, of course, Spike has his little cameo. Yoshi just eats his pizza.
Oh, the dog. The dog gets turned.
Yes.
You know, the dog from the
Oh
first
my
movie.
gosh.
Yeah, I remember that.
yeah, the
too.
dog
That was
too.
Because watching the first movie again helped with that, because I forgot, oh, that dog is such a piece of crap. Poor Luigi, and he's the one who messes up their first plumbing job. So Yoshi just
Yes,
sees
he
that the
does.
dog growls at him, and Yoshi, it's so good.
It's called.
I low-key love
It's
that
called.
dog.
It's called karma.
Right.
Yeah.
Karma or something.
So yeah, it makes sense. It's like if only. It's the only thing about it's like it shows Yoshi what they're going through, but I don't know if the brothers actually. I know in the games they understand him, but I'm not sure if they actually understood him communicating in the movie since.
In a movie.
Yeah,
Only
because
says
there's that
Yoshi.
part where it's like, yeah, we see the whole montage of Yoshi's tour of New York, and then basically after that, it's I'm assuming Yoshi's just talking Yoshi, 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 throughout all that in the background,
Yeah.
and it's like, they make a comment saying like,
I guess we'll never know.
I guess not, yeah. So maybe it's just to a degree like you would with an animal.
Yeah, that's fair. But he does turn out to be like, I mean, I'd have to say, throughout the adventure, with Yoshi, since he likes to stick around with Luigi a bit more, which it actually works because they're like him and Luigi. A lot of times were like that. And I mean, I would say a little bit more than even Mario, which actually fits. I'm glad they stuck with that detail a lot because he's been such a faithful companion, like through and through, as always.
It's funny
Mama?
because
Mama Luigi.
Well, if you're saying
the
about
first-
the cartoon, maybe
Yeah,
it's like the first movie was missing
theme's not that
Yoshi.
much. It's
Except-
an equal helping of both brothers.
the first movie obviously didn't have Yoshi except for the little cameo of all the other Yoshis at that
Yeah,
one
the
part. So this,
very end of the
Yeah.
credits.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking about when Mario and Peach and Toad are traveling. You see a herd of
Oh
Yoshis in the background, but that's
yeah,
not
that's
Oh
Yoshi
yeah,
right.
well
there.
if you count those Yoshis,
Yeah,
yes. I'm just saying about
that's not
like the
Yoshi.
Yoshi that we do see that was at the very end of the at
Yeah,
the
those
very end
those
of the
aren't
credits of the
Yoshi the
first movie.
character. So this movie was basically like, all right, we're missing Yoshi. Let's introduce him. He's here now.
Let's
He's a
get him in
mainstay.
there. So
Because
yeah.
after that, he seems to be living with Mario and Luigi now, which I love.
Yeah.
Man, I hope I'm not jumping too much ahead, but man, when Toad cracks that comment, I'm like, oh great, so now we're just gonna have a dinosaur join us. I'm like,
So cool dinosaur
wow.
shows up and he's just part of the group now, huh?
Pretty much. And no, you didn't jump that
Hmm.
far ahead because I was about to say, moving on to the part where the bros are and Yoshi end up going towards Peach's castle to celebrate what what some of us thought at first was like, wait a minute, is it her birthday? Oh no, it's not her birthday. It's her anniversary of coming to the Mushroom Kingdom. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
it's
do call
it's
it her birthday.
relatively her birthday technically. It's just the whole the Toads fighting Peach. So you
Yeah.
could say it's a birthday.
Yeah, they do call it her birthday. And one thing I like is that the invitation is actually, and some background art actually uses her game design.
Yeah, I thought it was a nice touch.
And then what was it? The reference to Super Mario 64, if I'm correct,
um
or is that
I
later
don't know.
on in
I've
the
heard that
movie?
they
Later
basically
on.
used the text of what her letter was from Mario 64, but I would need
Yeah, it's
to
Am I wrong?
once we get this physically, we could pause and see if that's actually true.
Right. I mean,
that's a little later on though when
oh,
she
so
actually
that reference is later on. Okay, because my
Oh,
mind
okay.
is.
because what happens next is Mario meets up with Peach and she tells him that it's not really her birthday, it's just the anniversary that as we were just talking about.
Hmm.
And
But
then
but
they
they
see what is
his
the Luma.
the present though. You're forgetting what Peach's present is. That is
Oh,
important.
of course, of course.
Yeah, the
That is
parasol,
Mario's
important.
which
present.
turns out to be like the best damn gift she could have ever gotten, ever. Like,
Yeah,
oh my god. Well, we'll get
that's
to
some
that.
foresight there, Mario.
Big time.
Yeah, it's the parasol.
Yep.
Canonical Peach is here. Thank God.
Hmm.
Peachy.
So here's my next question. So the part where the Luma crash land, they managed to find the, which I guess Peach is considered legendary because that's all that Rosalina wanted to talk with the children about. I'm like, okay, I didn't realize she was that much of a of a well-known praised
Yeah,
person out in space, but
Rosalina
okay,
has the
Okay.
we'll
Rosalina
go with
has the
that.
storybooks about both her and
And the
the
plumber,
plumbers.
and they
And the
all wanted to
plumbers.
hear
So the
about the
kids
plumber.
wanted the plumbers.
They always
Right,
want
or
the plumber.
DK,
Yes.
DK.
It's
I
adorable.
came to
So
the part with
It's
Donkey
adorable. It was
Kong.
adorable, especially when a couple of the Lumas were dressing up as Mario and DK and having
yes,
having like little bouts with each other. It was adorable.
it
That
was
was
definitely.
hilarious.
So here's my question. So do you think the at least one of the brothers should have probably tagged along with Peach or and Toad when they went on their own little journey to find Rosalina, or do you think the way things played out next is was
I
probably just as,
It's a
as
very good
good?
question.
I think it's
Yeah.
better for the movie, but yeah, Peach makes a decision to leave with just Toad
Yeah,
and not with either of the brothers.
which I kind of
Although,
thought was a little questionable at best. I'm like, are you sure you don't at least
But
want
you got to
one
think
of
of
them?
it. You got to think of it this way: if she would have gone off with Mario, the movie could well have then inadvertently taken the same steps it did with the first one, with Luigi taking a back step again, and it not being more on the two of them as it
yeah,
turned out to be. So it needed to be like that to then forefront the brothers going ahead in like their mission to go find Peach, rather than it
Eventually, yeah,
being Luigi being at the back again.
and also from the
which is fair.
perspective of the movie, you could say leaving Mario and Luigi in the Mushroom Kingdom was good because it was up to them to take care of the kingdom after that, and we see how they work together along with Yoshi to
Hmm.
they have that little map set up, and there's an alert
Yeah.
that
I
goes
love
I did
that.
off
love
whenever
that.
there's trouble.
I will admit,
I
I did
love
like
that.
That was a
that.
nice
That was
thought. Yeah,
great.
that
It
was a
brings
nice thought.
context. It brings context to the games. I love that. Miyamoto is saying this is why the map looks like this because they're actually solving problems. Show not tell. It's like another detail. It's like 40 years later. This is what this is. I love that. But
I do love how Yoshi's pretty much the third brother at this point.
Yeah.
In a way, yeah. He kind of
In a
is.
way, yeah.
And then
I,
and then Bowser shows up, even though he's still
Ooh,
mini.
yeah.
That scene.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love that scene.
That's
Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Jumping my thing. Da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Make
Hey, Luigi!
Trim in the bonsai bush.
Yes.
What's up, Mario? He's like, he beams at Luigi, but then it's like, what's up, Mario? Whatever. Because he's
Yeah.
still, we still don't like him that much.
So what do you think?
Well,
Trash.
Love the colors.
Love the colors. It's trash.
What? How dare you? I want to get to
Yeah,
Rocket.
apparently Luigi has a book club is running a book club with Bowser, so that explains why the two of them are so
So
friendly.
and it's just
Yeah.
this is another thing about the. I'm glad Miyamoto was on hands on this because he's establishing that just like the games you played. What was it? What the heck it was? If you played on what was it? Bowser's Inside Store, not Bowser's. What would be Bowser's Inside Store or the Bowser's Fury? There's a love-hate relationship between Mario and Bowser, and the fact that Miyamoto once again and the team at Illumination said this is why they're at each other's throats. Here you go again. I love that. It's just like Bowser. I'll burn your stuff alive. Or oh, wait a minute. Sorry. Oh, I get really burned up. But I'll give my demons. Give them now.
When he slams the door on his tail.
Jack Black was hamming the hell out of that.
Mhm.
Oh, totally. He
Like even more so than even the first movie, which I gotta get.
Okay,
totally.
look. No, I don't mean to go back to the first movie, just real quick. When Bowser started singing the Peach song, and I didn't even know what that angle was, I was laughing so hard. I was trying not to laugh loud in the theater. Oh my god, singing about Peach, I'm like, oh, that's where they go with this. I'm like, wow, peaches, 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 peaches.
I still can't believe that actually got like. Did it win a Grammy or did it get like
I don't know
Nominated.
if it
Nominated
won
for a
any
Grammy?
awards.
or something like that? I'm like, wait, what?
I don't know if that song won any awards.
I couldn't remember, but I know it was so well known, it was so well liked that it actually got up there, and I'm like, okay.
Okay.
But anyways,
Anyway,
so yeah, moving on. So yeah, you got Bowser doing his own thing, and then out of nowhere, in comes Junior,
wow,
being all badass with
Oh
that.
man, Junior.
badass
brush?
fight, badass fight scene.
Yeah, I gotta say, there are more action scenes in this movie, and they're all really good.
Yes.
They definitely did really good with that. I was rather impressed.
There's one of the best things is actually seeing, because this is what's great about having Mario and Luigi together now, and the added bonus of Yoshi is their teamwork is all so good. I love
Definitely.
when they're fighting Bowser Jr. Because he comes in, he says, "I want my dad." Mario says, "Over my dead body," which obvious setup for Junior. He starts kind of beating Mario, but then Luigi comes in with that knee to his jaw. But then he's like, "Ow!" He rubs his knee.
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
So there's a point where Luigi saves Mario, and then Bowser, Junior starts going after him, and then right when he's about to get Luigi, Yoshi comes in and grabs the axe with his tongue. So then Yoshi saves Luigi. So it's just really good teamwork between the three of them.
Yeah, how do we feel with Junior's interpretation at this one? Because he's pretty much like a little kid in the games, but I feel like he's a bit older in this one, a little bit.
He
His
did seem a
voice
bit
definitely screamed a lot
more
of that. Yeah.
mature, but I guess I think yeah. Danny brings up a good point. It's like when I first heard the voice for Bowser Jr., I was like, I didn't know at first if it would be a good fit or not.
Yeah, that's how I felt too. I thought I'm just not feeling his voice, and also, and this is still probably I still kind of feel like this. I don't know why, because in the games his eyes are just those bleedy black balls, but in this game they're actual eyeballs, but they're the same size. But the weird thing is that they're bloodshot, so his design feels a little off too. Um, I do think the voice actually worked for the movie okay. But he definitely seems a little older, I think, because of this.
Which
Well,
would
how do we
kind of
feel
make
about him
sense.
being a little older as opposed to like his young self in the games? Do you
I
think that was a good fit, or should he have stayed his more younger self?
I
I
feel like
think
it's
that
okay either way.
in terms of just them, because the issue again of making sure your mainstream audience, not your, I mean, not saying they're not making the movie for the fans, but general audiences, you want to make sure that they're comfortable and the kids are comfortable with hearing whoever is portrayed on the screen. And it's, you know, the voice sounds just like kind of like Toads. It's it's cartoony realistic, magical realism, I guess I could say maybe, but it's just enough to where it's Bowser. You might hear him grunt a little bit. I can't really do Bowser Jr.'s voice, like or whatever, you know.
It kind of sounds like that in
Yeah,
in the.
but it's just like okay, this is
Oh no! Oh wait, that's Toad. I'm sorry.
That's so.
I, I, I do the Toad voice way more.
but like I think it just sounds just right to me because it's just you're trying to appease the mainstream audience and you're not trying to agitate your ears because it's just like the sound design in the movie is excellent and with the voice actors doing a voiceover well some voice actors or actors and voiceover artists they're doing a wonderful job and I never had a problem with Bowser Jr.'s voice. It's like he sounded like a kid that loves his father and he wants to live up to the dream that they had when he was a very little baby or a Koopaling or whatever. Where are the
Mhm.
I think
Koopalings
if
in
they
this movie?
Okay.
had made him sound more like he does in the games, it would have been fine. I think what they were going with, because I've had a number of people, and I wondered myself too, I thought, is that Jack Black doing his voice
I
too?
kind of
That's
thought
what I
that
was wondering
too. I was
too.
like,
Oh no, I
Yeah.
didn't think of that at all.
They were
because it
going,
kind of
they
sounded
were
like him, but come to find out, no, it's actually what was his name again?
No, it's a different
Benny
actor.
Safdie, I think.
Yes.
I'd never heard of him, but I
Yeah,
think they were trying to make him sound like a younger Jack Black, which wasn't really feeling at first. But again, after the movie, I think all right, it worked. It worked fine.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh,
because
but when they're
yeah, they made not that junior. How should I word this? And maybe because I am biased because I do enjoy Bowser Jr. and the other Koopalings in the games, but it's like he's more competent in this movie than he is in the games.
well,
I
he's
kind of
going to
And
be
got
the
that
one to
impression too.
take
Yeah,
the main helm for a
Yeah.
while. So yeah, which also kind of adds to him being a little older, I think.
yeah.
so, and I didn't mind that one bit because my bias with enjoying the characters in the games and being like, oh, good, about Junior's kicking more butt this time than he has been in the games. This is awesome. So,
Yeah, we kind of skipped over it a little, but when he brings Rosalina back to the fortress, she initially starts making an escape, and Bowser Jr. very like easily subdues her with his paintbrush. So they're just like,
That
oh
paintbrush
shoot.
is way more. I think the paintbrush is, dare I say, way more lethal. They made it in the movie than even the first time you
yep.
see it in Mario Sunshine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amara
Also, a nice
Sunshine.
little detail. They actually have Junior's insignia on it than EGAD's.
Mm. So then it making it I like that because then trying to bring EGAT into the universe. I'm not EGAT. I think there's a supposed room Luigi movie. I guess a rumor. I guess,
Yeah, but
but
we can talk
every
about we can talk about possible rumors after this whole discussion.
yeah.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
So they try to defend the castle best they could.
Yeah,
Almost get
Comet comes in
yeah,
with the Mega Leg.
yeah, and they've just barely managed to. Well, escape with what's left of the castle.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
before they
because
had the yeah.
Junior had actually had they. Oh, this is a really good scene actually when their Junior abducts the castle. He uses the tractor beam to lift it, and all the toads are getting out. And there's actually a scene of Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi working together to get everyone but themselves out of the castle. That's a really good scene too, because
Yeah.
you see Yoshi lift off the rubble off a toad with his tongue and such.
Yeah.
And they don't get out of the castle, but they get everyone else out.
It's like everyone else except for Bowser.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Because that's the one. Because he's the one
I
that
forgot about
Junior
that.
was really after. He was trying to get his father back. Which it's like at first it seemed like at first they did, but they managed to escape just in the nick of time. Even though we ended up on what was the name of that galaxy again? Because I thought
The
I
Honey
thought they
Bee?
fell right back down to the Mushroom Kingdom, but no. Apparently they fell. They ended up going to another galaxy.
Planet.
Yeah,
I
Honey
think it was the
Hive?
Honeybee Galaxy.
yeah, Honeybee one.
The,
Yeah.
the Queen Bee is there. The Honey Queen is there. But I think they actually had a different name for it in the movie. I just can't remember.
I
what it
don't
is.
either.
But yeah, they end up
Me
crashing
neither.
there because Yoshi. There's a great scene. This has been shown in the trailers where Comet comes in with Mega Leg and Yoshi just eats Comic.
He screams.
Yeah, just straight
but then,
up.
Something goes wrong and the tractor beam drops the castle and they all fall on that.
That's
planet.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's the scene where they're running away from the castle.
Oh wow, that was nicely coordinated. I like what
Yeah,
they did
I love
with that.
Yeah.
I love how Yoshi he hits Mario to flip him up on his back, and then Mario grabs Luigi and pulls him on. I love just the little details are so nice.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, then they have like that brief moment thinking that the castle was going to be stable and all that, and then it falls again.
Right. I love the payoff later on that, but
And then
And
it ended up in shambles.
Yeah.
yeah.
Shame,
And then
but
Bowser
oh, well.
escapes.
Oh yeah, Bowser escapes
Yeah.
because he ends up tricking Mario. To
Oh, I
he
was
wanted
just talking about-
because he ended up because if everybody remembers he was Mini, and in order
Right.
to because in order to get out of Mini, you take a hit since they threw the game logic. But I thought even though in the games if you were small and you took a hit, that's just instant death. But I guess in this case, since that's not how it works in the movie,
Yeah.
it was just a way to go back to normal size.
Yeah, it's just treating
It
it
also-
like a simple mushroom or any
Yeah.
kind of power up.
Pretty much.
Yeah, and some things do work differently because in the first movie they established the mushroom actually makes Mario physically bigger, whereas in the games it just restores you from damage. It restores you to your normal size. So yeah, it works a little differently. But I was actually talking about where the little tiny Bowser falls out and his shell rolls across and he goes, "Ha ha! You can't catch the wind."
And Mario walks over like, all
And
right,
then it
man.
walked over, picks him up.
Like seriously, come on.
He started biting them, and all of a sudden Yoshi eats. Well, I guess he inhales Bowser. I don't know if he eats them. And
No, he
does
does
eat
his
him
usual
to pull
tongue to
him
try
off
to,
Mario.
Yeah.
trap Mario inside, or trap Bowser inside his mouth.
Yeah, because he's attacking Mario.
So
Yeah, then Wes was talking about when Bowser tricks him.
yeah, tricks him and make him normal size. Which I thought, wait a minute, are they going to start fighting again? But no.
I You can get to it, but I knew this was gonna happen when I saw the scene of Bowser just holding him and looking angry.
Yeah, really. He was like
Honestly,
he goaded him into it like so hard, and instead of fighting amongst one another, like it's like I guess Bowser really just wanted to be free again. He's like, oh my god, thank you so much. Also,
He just gave him a
Critics.
big old kiss.
critics, I gotta or journalists, I gotta ask y'all, why does everything need to be about sexuality? Have you not seen a Bugs Bunny cartoon?
thank you.
Yeah.
Did you not grow up with Looney Tunes? Apparently, y'all didn't. Y'all missed out on that.
Right.
Bowser's
'Cause I honestly-
bisexual. Oh my god.
Oh my
No,
god.
no, it's just Bowser giving him a cartoony Bugs Bunny kiss. That dang, they are honoring cartoon legacy. Back the one of them is Bugs Bunny's signature moves. No matter if he's dressing in whatever he's dressed up in,
I actually kind of hate that in old Bugs Bunny cartoons when he gives him like a full-on kiss on the mouth. I'm like,
I think it's funny as heck. I'm like, what?
It's just the gag. It's part of the gag. That's just how it's always been.
It's a gag, but it's a gag I don't like. But Bowser doesn't even do that.
No.
It's just like, I was actually surprised at the character development of Bowser. I thought Bowser was about to rip Mario to shreds.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god. Like, I was Mario with that. I'm like, oh my god, Bowser. I forgot how big you could be and threatening. Holy shit. I'm like, oh shoot. You gave him a big sloppy kiss, said thank you. I'm like, oh. Mario's
I
like,
knew
all
as
right.
soon as I saw him holding, like, he's gonna kiss him, isn't he? Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, I thought
Yeah,
you
but
were
just as his
gonna-
expression of holding, Mario like that, he was going to just let it, fire blast in his face, and then just a big honking smooch. So yeah, that was really good animation and timing on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see Mario's face because he's like turned away from him, like, ah!
Bowser all happy. He's like, I'm free now. Oh hell yeah. And it's like he what was it? Unless he gets to the he gets to the castle and stuff, man, or to the honey. What was it? Freaking honey.
It was that honey.
Yeah, the queen's
Queen's
castle,
castle.
or the
Yeah.
queen bee's
Yeah.
castle.
Which, by the way,
Queen.
why did they make her such a bitch?
Oh yeah, she's
Right.
way more hostile and like mean
Than compared
in the
than
game.
in the
She
games.
was more
Yeah.
friendly in the Galaxy game,
She
wasn't
was.
she?
She was. Yeah.
In the
I
game,
thought
she's
was
just chilling.
damn. But here's like,
Yeah,
how
they just need
dare you
someone
land
to-
in my flowers? Off with their heads. Okay, Queen of
They just
Hearts.
need an antagonist.
Right. Like, dang, they really are pulling from Disney, aren't they? Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
They really are.
But it was
Elsa,
real nice that
you know.
it was real nice though that Bowser did him a solid in the end on that one. After all, he did kind of owe them for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
So it
at
makes
this
sense.
point in the movie, we were talking about his character development. He just wanted them to find his son. So
Yeah.
he actually, took one for the team and said he would work there forever in their place.
It just said, take care of my son. I'm like, I was actually surprised at this. It's like, usually a villain will, that was the actual trope. I mean, what was it? What was it? Trope, or I forgot the name of that thing, but they surpassed my expectations. Because usually when a villain says, oh, I work for my demons, they're just BSing.
Yeah.
Bowser was serious. He was there digging and saying, like, drilling about Peach, and he just didn't care because it's like, take care of my son, take care of my boy. I love that. And I know that, this is just a cartoon. Like, you don't, that was nice. That Bowser really did care. And Mario was like, oh, okay. Mario was taken aback by that. I'm like, subtle character development. Oh, this move goes fast. Okay, I'll get on to that later. But I'm just saying, I love that. That was
Yeah.
great. But like you said, Bowser Jr. comes on.
But then Bowser Jr. ends up just
Finds him
Tractor
anyway.
beam.
Like it
it's
didn't
not,
matter.
He's not in that planet for too long.
No, he's
no,
not.
it's not.
So at least they get reunited. In the end. So let's shift over to Toad and Peach for a little bit.
Ah, yes.
I gotta say, nice touch on the Luma, giving them access to travel.
Yeah.
Star to
Yeah,
star
it
like
turns
that.
into the
I thought it was
Star
nice.
Launcher.
I thought it was a nice touch. Love
Yes,
the scenery. Going from planet to planet, trying to find the way to where Rosie
Nice,
is. because-
nice view of the Beach Bowl galaxy.
Yes, that was beautiful.
I just love that
Very well
planet in
done.
that first game.
And then they get to what was that planet again? That the
Gateway Galaxy.
Gateway
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 Galaxy,
Galaxy. Thank you. I had a hard time trying to remember the names of all the galaxies. Yeah. Like how they use all the characters from all the past games between Sunshine.
Yeah, up to Odyssey. I'm thinking is the
even.
benchmark.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It was Rob. I'm sorry, man.
Oh God,
Rob.
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 We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that in just a moment.
That damn cheeky monkey.
Oh yeah!
That cheeky
Oh yeah!
monkey.
Yeah! From Yoshi.
Yes.
Oh yeah! That little mother.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I
You're being
explained.
adorable and then stealing, Toad's,
Back tote
so
stuff,
yeah,
yeah.
that Toad's pack like that.
I think I explained it to my roommate afterward, because in the movie it makes sense. Oh, he's someone who tricks you, who tricks someone and then steals their stuff. And I explained to my roommate, yeah, that's because if you pick him up in Mario 64, he steals Mario's hat.
No, no, or
Even
Yoshi's
going far back
Island,
as
man.
Yoshi's Island, they just
Like that
they'll
mother.
try to steal Mario, baby Mario, or
Oh
snatch your
yeah,
watermelon or whatever. They
You
don't
little,
care.
you little
They
mother
didn't
freaking.
exactly, exactly.
Moto's a genius, dang it.
so it's another thing that works if you're just watching the movie, but it makes it better if you know the game reference.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Right.
oh yeah.
I was reminded more of 64 than Yoshi's Island, but but yeah, I kind of forgot because I'm more familiar with Mario 64 first than Yoshi's Island.
Understood.
Yeah, I totally forgot that
Oddly
Ukikis
enough,
were
I
in
am too, even though it's
Yoshi's
such a
Island
Yoshi game.
first.
And dude, I, okay. They say there's so many references because like it goes to the underground city and all that. But my thing is, man,
Yeah,
this is the 40th anniversary of Mario, man. But
And it
besides
was
that,
kind of the point in the first movie too that they pick and
yeah,
pack all these, references of the Mario games and putting it together into a semi-cohesive movie.
you
So,
yeah.
know,
or at least it's
They end up
cohesive to me. If some people might say it's not, but it
yeah
is
they
to
end
me.
up
It is to me from the first movies as well as the second movie.
Yeah, they end up chasing Ukiki there because at the first time I kind of missed why I know Toad said that his unfinished novels were in there, but watching it the second time I caught. Oh, we said all their power ups were in there too.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I did
So
kind of
they
miss
needed
that.
to get that back.
Yeah, which that makes
All
perfect
their power
sense.
ups and money were in there, so that's why they
Yeah.
needed to get that back. It wasn't something frivolous. But yeah, they end up chasing him to
To this underground
that
casino or
palace.
whatever, that
Yeah,
palace.
that was like behind a hidden wall. Should they had done a proper subcon door like it is in the second game,
Yeah,
or were
maybe.
you just fine with the whole mysterious pixelated hidden wall?
I'm kind of okay with that either way. Because think about it like this. If you use the subcon door, that'd have been too obvious. It made it too obvious. Like, oh gosh, we're going into Mario 2 territories. We're gonna find Birdo. We're gonna find War, and some of them was other enemies from that. Well, yeah, we did in the end because wasn't expecting that. Because when I first saw them all huddled up, and I was like, no freaking way, they're in this too. Because he's
Okay.
like, because Wart's like the leader of a I guess he's the leader of the whole establishment, but he's got like
Yeah,
his
I
own little
mean,
gang
you
and
could
everything.
tell
So
you see Birdo and Mauser, and it seems like the
hmm
Ninjas all work for him. I don't really know
was
what he's the
Triclide in there
leader
too?
of,
Because
if
I
he's the
don't
leader
remember
of
seeing
them.
Triclide
I don't
unless he
think
was in the
Triclide was
background.
there.
Birdo,
Oh,
Mouser.
what's his name? Clauncher was there too.
Clawgrip, Clawgrip,
Clawgrip, yeah.
yeah.
Clauncher's a Pokemon. What the fuck?
Really? Yeah, Pokemon.
Clawgrip. No,
Oh Lord.
there's no Pokemon there. I call him.
Not yet.
I was go-
What you
right. I
want
was
to
about
bet
to
in the
say.
later movie they might start introducing a Pokemon somewhere here and there. You just what?
Oh,
Just wait.
I swear. Oh Lord.
Just wait. But yeah, so yeah, that was a nice surprise seeing a lot of the enemies from Mario 2 in there. And holy hell, Peach let loose.
Yeah.
Peach
Because he
went
had that parasol.
bonkers with that parasol. Oh my
Right, man.
god.
I'm like, well, that's why she's in Smash. Holy crap.
I mean, yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Or at least
We also get
scene that she's capable on her own. She didn't necessarily need to have either of the brothers, join with her.
Yeah.
She did have Toad, a little help from Toad because he gets the penguin.
The
suit.
penguin suit. I thought that
Yep.
was nice. I thought that was
That
pretty
was
sweet.
cool.
I just thought that scene was probably too busy for me. So
There was a lot.
talking about like people complaining about the pace of the movie. I'm just like, well, that scene, at least for me, it's just like, it's a whole casino inside a cube, and it's just like, man, looking at it at a big screen. I think this will probably dull down later when I see it on a smaller screen, But just seeing the whole, casino part of that movie was like, man, it just got dizzying, especially, it's using gravity effects like,
Oh yeah,
like it would
yeah.
in Mario 3D World. So,
Which
I, mean, I felt like it was the scene made sense because obviously Peach has there's something calling her out to Rosalina and the Luma's asking for her help, and it makes sense because she's looking for clues, but the fact that her stuff got stolen and stuff, she's like, okay, I'm gonna make an opportunity out of this. I love the fact that she drove the Wart's weakness, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, shove
Yeah,
them,
sure.
shove them damn vegetables down his damn gullet.
They don't make a
One
big
Furna,
deal
but,
about it in the
yeah.
movie. If you're just watching the movie, you don't know that reference. But if you play the games, you're
You'd
like,
pick
"Ah!"
up on it real quick. Yep.
Oh
Yep.
yeah,
And you also know why the bubbles are constantly coming out of his mouth if you played the games.
Yep.
right. Peach could have game ended at I think I can find I think that's appropriate to say game over freaking Wart, but
Yeah, Toad gives her the mushroom to pick him up.
yeah,
yeah.
the super mushroom to, turn bacon. It's like,
Mama sorry, mommy sorry, mommy sorry.
Oh, no.
I'm like, whoa. Lady Demetress
How did
has
we
some
feel
competition.
about how do we feel about Luis Guzman doing Ward?
I thought it worked
I think
fine.
that's the actor's name.
I've never heard of him, to be honest.
He's recognizable if you've seen him in some movies. I know I have. I just can't think of the movies or shows at the moment that he was in.
Do you
Yeah,
recognize him,
he did
Amy?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't know. But I mean the Wart voice it did its purpose.
It did its purpose.
I mean
yeah.
I hate to say it that way. I'm not downplaying the performance.
No,
of
no,
the
no, no.
actor.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, it fit
I just-
for the given the situation.
Right. That laws that's made clear because it's like it did what it's supposed to do. Push the story along. Oh, one of Bowser Jr.'s henchmen. She's on her way. I'm like, whoa. So it's like plot threads. People say, well, we do this to a casino, to this is like, dude, if that little monkey didn't screw up and start messing with Peach,
They wouldn't have
Wart
gotten
would have got his behind
Yeah.
his behind kicked.
Right. So yeah,
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
he gives up.
yeah.
that,
Luis Guzman, if
Bowser.
you've seen him on the Netflix Wednesday show, he plays Gomez.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
I've never seen it, but okay.
I think I've seen a little bit of
Okay.
like one episode, but I never actually got around to
I need
watching.
to watch that show.
Yeah.
Somebody
At some point.
Yeah, but Wart gives up. I forget the name of the galaxy, but he gives up where Rosalina is being held.
Pretty much. So they make their way back up, and now they got to find someone that can actually fly them up there, and then going to Rob. Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god! I never knew Rob was. He's just like. It's just like it's funny on two fronts. One, because Rob acts like exactly how the Rob the Robot did from back in the Nintendo game
Yes.
days when you actually use him to play those. There was only two Nintendo games where
Yeah.
Rob was
Stack
used.
up.
Yeah,
Stack up and Gyromite.
Stack up Gyromite. Yeah, and he is that slow when it comes to lowering, lifting up, switching around. Same deal. And it's also funny a second time because seeing him like that, it also reminded me of those sloths from fucking Zootopia.
It's another one of those things it's funny, but it's funnier if you know what the reference is.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
I saw
Which
him, like,
I caught
get
that.
it.
I caught that real quick. And I remember I was
I'm
like,
like,
oh, I was like, oh no.
it was more Zootopia for me, but then when Arcus talked about like, oh shoot, I kind of forgot that
Yeah.
I'm a nerd or something like that. And then Peach's face. Look, I'm so glad that we see more emotions than just the happy princess. I'm glad Peach looked at him like, if you don't hurry, you're behind. Oh.
You see this? You see
Yeah.
this parasol?
Mom, you're killing me.
You see this parasol? I'm about to shove it where the sun don't shine. Damn it! You better.
Right? Yeah. She's about to hit you to the blast zone, man. You don't hurry up.
But I'd
So
have
when
to
they go
say,
to the flight deck.
the
Go ahead.
biggest surprise. Yeah, going to the flight deck. The biggest surprise. I did not even. I didn't see a preview of this. I only heard rumors, but Star Fox McCloud. Oh my God.
That that is what I was talking about earlier. When that's the spoiler ad dropped on me by the official Super Mario Galaxy movie. Although actually, technically, I'm gonna call you out, Bobby. If you hadn't posted it, I wouldn't have seen it.
Uh-oh.
What?
But again, spoiled by the official Twitter account, which I'm like, it would have been nice and exciting to see that without that poster of it.
Right,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why they did that.
Yeah, we see
It
the
was
I had to be-
enjoyable.
I had to
Right.
be in freaking denial as far as that was concerned because it's like once that dropped, it's like, come on, we already. I mean, it's already bad enough that the movie's going to be premiering on April Fools. It's another thing when you try to drop that before, the movie happens on that week.
Yeah.
So I had to be in denial for a good while before I would say, like, okay, great. Fox is in the movie. I'm a big Star Fox fan. Awesome. But
I would,
I did.
yeah, I had to be in freaking denial for a while until I actually went to see the movie.
I believe I said before it came out, he better at least play a significant role, because if it's just a cameo and they drop that spoiler, I don't even know what the point was.
Yeah.
And he does play a significant role, actually.
which is another plot point, which people, oh boy, this is so. But anyway, Star Fox being there, they do him right. They do him justice. It's like the animated Illumination surprises me, man. Because beforehand I'm like, okay, minions, grew this, grew that. When they did the 2D animation of Fox's backstory and doing Peppy, Falco, Slippy Justice, and like as a 1980s retro throwback, I was happy. That little montage there is saying, you guys want your Star Fox movie? Give us your money because you know you might get it. I'm like, don't y'all tease me like this. They did such a phenomenal job,
I
man.
love Toad asks him what his name is. Fox goes, "Don't ask me personal details." Oh, okay. I'm Fox McCloud!
Yeah.
I also have cool space boots.
And Toad's like,
Indiana got cool stuff.
Oh, loves him.
and Toad's like, we're not worthy. We're not worthy.
And actually, this is also the point where the brothers meet up with them.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
It's like when Mario and Fox was like staring each other down, I was like, oh god, is this gonna be Smash
But-
Brothers now? Or are they about to duke it out? It's like, oh, nice
But
ride,
beforehand,
cool stash. I'm like, okay, so they're good.
man, beforehand, like Mario sees Peach. Peach about to give him a hug, and Mario's just like handshake. Hey there, princess. Yoshi and Luigi like you played yourself.
Yeah, we discussed this earlier. It's like
I thought it would be cool. I thought it would be cool. I don't know, and just I think they're just like I think
Give her a
face
hug.
palming.
When it comes to let me tell you something. I think it probably shows in between games and everything as well. But as far as relationship with Mario and Peach, Mario is like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes he's like, when it comes to romance, he can be such a dunce. Like he don't know what he's doing. Like he's been trying to get advice from like Luigi and him, and he still somehow manages to fumble it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
yeah.
do feel like because in the games, whenever in people talk about the games, they sometimes describe Peach as Mario's girlfriend. I never necessarily object to it, but I'm like, she's really not though. I mean, their relationship and their romantic relationship is kind of ambiguous, and I kind of like that. But this movie wanted to lean a little more into the concept of there actually being something, which with Yoshi and Luigi teasing him about it.
Yeah.
And then Luigi's like, you should ask her to go on a date. And Mario seems interested in it. But yeah, then he's like, oh, let me do the handshake.
Wait, what? No.
Right.
To
You
be fair to
know,
him, he didn't know she was gonna go for the hug. And as a shy
Mm-hmm.
person myself, I understand. Like, okay, yeah, I probably wouldn't go for that either. But I probably also wouldn't start with a handshake. That's a little weird.
It's like you've been through heck and back. You would wanna, and Peach is supposed to be your close friend. Not, I know ain't no girlfriend at the point in this story, but like a friend, but a hug between friends ain't gonna.
Yeah, it's
Come
not gonna
on,
hurt you.
no.
right? Come on, Mario. Come on, man.
It's like he's got to step up his game. See what I did there?
Oh, get out!
Mm.
Oh, jeez. So
And
they
the R-Wing's got a lot more space in it than it does
Yes.
in the games.
As far as getting back to Fox is like, or getting back to Fox and the R-Wing and all that. Yeah, the R-Wing looks wonderful. Looks wonderful.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they did
They
an
did.
awesome job the way they designed that. I loved it. That's like everything I remember from seeing it in the games,
Oh,
and
And
I
then
it,
caught this
some.
on my second viewing last week. I saw that they had a little logo. Well, it's not like the actual logo of it, but they had a logo saying the Super FX and not of the Super FX chip.
oh,
Oh,
Interesting.
Like I said, it's not the logo. It just said Super FX on there. It's like, oh, it's not of the first Star Fox.
Yeah, that would
It
make
got
that
me
makes
happy.
sense. Yeah.
and
So they
people
go up.
from
They go after. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I was gonna about to
I'm
say something
just
there.
real quick. Sorry, just the dude from Argonaut Games who he was happy. The Star Fox, I think character designer was happy to see Star Fox on the screen. So yeah, man, Illumination just still continues to surprise me. But anyway, sorry.
Oh, they do. Absolutely. Full agreement.
Mm-hmm.
So they
And
so
also
they get off.
before
Go.
we move on, yeah, they've as far as the Gateway Galaxy is concerned, seeing all the different ships. Yeah, there's that little Pikmin reference.
Oh, almost forgot about that. Yeah, I thought it was a nice touch.
Yeah. And I keep forgetting how tiny a Captain Olimar's ship in the games. I don't play any of the Pikmins, but I know enough to where it's like, oh yeah, Pikmin and Captain Olimar himself, or basically the other Pocketates. Is that the name of the
Hokkatate or
human
something?
species that Captain
I
Olimar is?
I don't know. Like I said, I've
Or
never
yeah,
played any of them.
Hockatations or whatever, or their planet is named Hockatate.
Oh, okay.
But they're small. They're tiny little guys. It's like
Yeah.
Pikmins are smaller, and then Captain Olimar's pretty small. So I thought that was a nice touch.
Yeah. So they take off. They chase down. They chase down the flying saucer. They find them.
oh, the flying saucer. The flying saucer chases them down. Actually,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. That's right. They
'cause
find them first.
They're
They
trying to
find them.
get to They're trying to get to where Rosalina's being held.
Yeah.
But Bowser Jr. is following them, or he finds them.
And
I
I did notice going to that real quick. I did notice Bowser Jr. was like really dead set on shooting them down out of the sky, and then I noticed how when Bowser was acting like, son, are you sure you want to do this? This like he was being hesitant. I was like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
that's not like him. But
Yeah.
then again, if you think about it from earlier, like he was slowly coming around to be a bit more, how should I put this, empathetic with the brothers.
Yeah.
He was showing signs of reform.
Yeah, he's showing signs of
Yeah.
reform, which normally that wouldn't be like Bowser, because Bowser Jr.'s like, come on, Dad, like you're big, mean, and green, which eventually, in the end, he does revert back to that.
Yeah.
Which, because I kind of, it's like I get why they wanted to go with him trying to reform himself, but at the same time, it's like he wouldn't be Bowser anymore if he goes all the way. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Yes.
It's understandable, yeah.
yeah. I mean, it would be more along the line of. I mean, the RPG games still keep Bowser as his villainous self, but he has no choice but to team up with the
Yeah.
brothers inadvertently because there's a
Yeah,
bigger
because
threat.
yeah, it's a bigger threat. It's a bigger threat. He has to do what he can. So
Yeah.
even if he does, even it's nice for us that we get to see the side of him that's like, okay, he cares about, his family and his army, that much. But yeah, ultimately, every time with those kind of RPGs or maybe other games where he has to team up with the whole crew. Yeah.
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 But he's also trying to save face in front of Bowser Jr. because he has that thing. I got to know them a little. They're totally lame, but I still feel kind of bad if you killed them.
Yeah.
But I love the R Wing versus the Bowser Jr. ship or whatever. They played the Star Fox battle music. Not
Yes.
saying I wanted to cry, but damn, dude, they
Yeah.
got their Star Fox in there somehow. Dude,
They
Mm-hmm.
did.
dude, 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 dude. I'm like, oh my god, y'all! I was giddy. I was just
Mm-hmm.
like, wow.
So are you talking
Yeah,
about? Are you talking about?
more so 64, but I'm fine with that because that's the Star Fox game I mostly played and got to know
No,
first.
64?
So
Yeah.
So are you talking about when they square off against the flying ship, or when they get to the planet later on? Or are you talking
No,
about?
no,
it's a ship.
Okay.
it's the R Wing versus the ship, and then
Okay.
of course Bowser Jr. makes some baby, but you know what I mean.
Okay.
It's
Oh
just
yeah, the
Yeah.
baby thing.
Because
Going to
Actually,
that.
because Bowser
actually,
Jr.
before we do that, can we go back a little bit and saying like, man, am I foaming at the mouth at the interactions between Bowser and Junior, how they
oh
reunite and all
yeah.
that? Because oh my gosh, I was foaming at the mouth of those scenes because I adore them so much.
Yeah, it was really nice. I'll give him that definitely.
Yeah, we
Boring,
find out
like boarding school, more like boring school. I got expelled.
Bowser Jr. Bowser used to tell Bowser Jr. that story of when they destroy the universe.
Using a little
As,
puppet
when
show and
they did the
everything.
little
Yeah,
puppet show.
I thought that was cute.
And you
It's
wanted to
such a
use
great job.
Rosalina. I
They
mean,
did
I
such
don't.
a great job with animating like Bowser doing the whole puppet show thing for young
Yeah,
Junior.
yeah,
They
they
made
did.
they made his very do-it-yourself hand puppet look so like, yes, it does look like the mouth flaps of actual hand puppets. Brilliant.
I mean, it's almost like they're giving DreamWorks and Disney a run for their money. And Illumination, everyone knows them for the minions. Repeating myself, but it's like they have competent animators, no AI. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say the F word, FAI. They have competent animators and the mouth flaps and everything. I was caught up into the Bowser's little puppet show, and I felt like, oh, okay, the arms flying around, the puppets flying around. Yeah, just like Star Child said, the mouth flaps. They know what they're doing there, man. I have to give
He's
them
got the
another
googly
round of
eyes.
applause.
They didn't have
Yeah,
to go that hard with the puppet show, and they did, and
they
I really
did
appreciate
though.
that.
Yeah, but then the plot element of Rosalina will use her power and blast any planet that ticks us off. I'm like,
Yeah,
so
so
there's
that's
a
where we
reason,
find out what Rosalina is being used for, or why they need her
right?
specifically.
Hmm.
I mean, yeah, there's a little exposition there, but still more show don't tell. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
there is the little tell there, but it's like,
Well, they are telling you, but it's not. It's in a way that is pretty natural.
Hmm.
it's like it's
It's
an
not like honestly, telling is not always a bad thing. It's a
right,
natural
right.
thing for them to tell it there. It's not like when he first kidnaps Rosalina, he's like, haha, now I can use you to power my cannon, as my dad foretold to me many years ago.
Right, in that context, no.
Man,
Yes, they
that
tell you, but it's in a good, natural way.
good,
Yeah.
natural,
Yeah.
entertaining way that's not boring, and that's oh man, they did a good job and establish relationships that if people would pay attention to, they're there.
Which some
If
of
you
them
just
don't,
want,
because critics don't. They don't care about that.
they don't because they're trying to compare it to Wuthering Heights or um Song of the South or well no not Song of the South, excuse me.
What?
What was the
What the
no forget
hell?
Song of the South. Excuse me. Sorry, I was
Skippity
trying
doo
to think.
dah. What?
Right, no, not that. I'm sorry. It's what was the other one? I don't know. Frankly, Scarlet, I don't give a damn. That movie.
Oh, Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the
Gone
Wind.
with the Wind is what I meant to say. I'm so sorry. Gone with
No,
the
you're
Wind.
fine.
They're trying to compare apples and oranges, man.
Yeah.
When does a cartoon movie save that for Hayao Miyazaki films? This is a Mario movie that's meant to be a popcorn movie, literally, like Mickey Runaway Brain or any of the compilation Bugs Bunny movies when they take the shorts, add new original animation, and throw it in the theaters like they did back in the 1980s.
Hmm.
So,
Gosh, I love
so
Runaway Brain, but that's a different topic.
I know I digress. I just saying like this movie's doing, yeah, high marks for me. But anyway,
So
Oh, I think we were gonna
they
talk
get
about how they get turned to
yeah. So
babies,
the
which is
baby thing.
because yeah, Bowser didn't want to kill them, so he grabbed the Super Scope.
Yeah, that was straight
Yeah,
up Super
I
Scope.
think it's the Super Scope. It's different colors, but I think it's it.
Yeah, it was so obvious. And then they just blast them, make them all babies. So when they end up crash landing on a level,
Yeah.
a galaxy from the Odyssey, I suppose.
I well, the
Maybe?
T-Rex is there, but it's not really. It's a bit of a non-specific planet that there
Yeah,
just happens to be a
it's
T-Rex on.
Fossil Falls.
fossil.
That's
Oh
what it
yeah,
is.
Kind of, yeah, yeah.
I mean,
The
that's the
thing to
official
note
name.
that the reason the plane crashes isn't because it got overpowered. It's because they got turned into babies. They happened to land in Fox's cockpit and just screwed with the controls, so they ended up crash landing.
Yeah,
It wasn't even
yeah.
that they were
Yep.
beaten in
Yeah.
battle.
No, right.
The official website calls it Fossil Falls. Cosmog
Oh,
Observatory,
okay.
Honey Hive Galaxy, Mushroom Kingdom, Toaster Arena Town, Drip Drop
Oh, Honey
Galaxy.
Hive. That's right. Honey Hive
Honey Hive.
Galaxy.
Yeah,
And then what was it Drip Drop Galaxy and Space Junk Galaxy? But
something like
Space
that.
Junk. Space Junk Galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Space Junk.
So they land. They land on. They crash land. They're having to. Fox is having to figure out how to repair the ship, repair the R wing. It's going to take some
The
doing.
second time.
Yeah. And so the baby brothers end up going missing, and Yoshi's having it. So it's Yoshi. It's like Yoshi's Island all over again. He's having to look
Right.
Yeah.
out for them, and and then yeah, the T Rex. There's a freaking T Rex that Mario or Luigi or which one of them kept messing with his eye. I'm
Both of
like,
them.
I was like,
Luigi,
please
It's
don't do it.
essentially both of them, but it was Mario like playing with the T Rex's teeth or whatever.
Luigi
Yeah.
and then
was
Luigi looking at his eye.
his eyeball.
Wow.
It's just like that's. I love. It's so funny they made the baby so disgusting because Mario eats a bug and then Luigi pulls it out of his mouth and then eats it.
Yeah.
Stupid babies.
Babies put whatever in their mouths, at
But
that age.
yeah, it's
so-
not
Yeah.
unrealistic. But yeah, Yoshi and Toad are looking for them, and Yoshi spots the Super Scope in the tree and goes to, go get it. It's also
And he's
worth
doing
noting that at
those
this point-
acrobatic moves with his tongue. Where have we seen that in the games?
I guess it's also worth noting that at this point, Toad doesn't really like There's that one part earlier in the movie where Yoshi eats his candy apple, and Toad's like, "Oh, so just the cool dinosaur is part of the group now." When they meet up again, Toad goes, "Oh, Yoshi's here. Cool."
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was like so totally jealous. He's like he could not stand Yoshi for like the longest time.
But
Yeah.
but this is the moment where they have to work together.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But while Yoshi's getting the Super Scope, Yoshi's like focused on getting that. He has no idea where Mario and Luigi are, but Toad is trying to get them away from the T-Rex.
Which
Mario goes
that
into the
was
T-Rex's mouth.
that was quite like quite the chase right there.
Yeah, I have to
Yeah.
admit that. Shoot, I was not too much on my edge of the seat because I mean, yeah, but like, okay, Jurassic Park one thing, but this is different
Yeah.
because you got the Mario, you got the dinosaur from freaking Mario Odyssey of all things,
That realistic
chasing down
T-Rex.
the cartoonish look at Yoshi. Yoshi goes, oh, I'm like, oh my god,
Yeah.
run, Yoshi, run!
The T-Rex gets set off because he doesn't get woken up by anything the babies are doing, but then Yoshi jumps down because Yoshi has no idea the T-Rex is there, and he just goes,
Yeah.
Yoshi!
After getting the Super Scope and proudly seeing Yoshi, and then
I'm
breaks
like,
up the
damn
T-Rex.
it.
The
Which
moment
also,
after-
ha ha,
Why?
cheeky reference to Jurassic Park Universal, ha ha.
Whoa, good point.
But then Yoshi tries to growl at him, and then the T-Rex just roars.
Yeah, roars like the T-Rex in the movie, ha ha, Universal.
Lol. Hey, come to Universal. Go. Don't forget Yoshi's Island's on Virtual Console. What
Oh
else?
God.
Go get a Super Soaker from your local
Which
marketplace down the street.
Which, by the way, I'm really hoping and praying that I get a chance to go back to Universal someday.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
need to
me
go to
too.
the.
Because
I've been to the
I do want
Hollywood
to go to.
one.
No, no,
I want to go to the Orlando one because they have more
yeah,
stuff at their Nintendo Land.
and I
You
want.
want
They're supposed to have already got the Nintendo Land built by now in
to?
the Orlando one, from my understanding.
Oh,
Oh,
Orlando.
really?
Okay, because I.
Is it the studios in California that has Mario World that has Super Nintendo World, or was it the one
It
California
in
does.
Orlando?
already had it.
It does, but it only has the Mario Kart ride.
See, I want to go
Oh,
to the one in
what?
Oh, okay.
Japan.
Oh
Japan is the
no.
one where. Ooh boy, Japan is the one where it got everything, man. Oh
Well,
lord,
Yeah.
that makes perfect sense because I mean Japan's always gonna have all the
I
good
thought it
stuff.
was the other way around. I thought Orlando had Super Nintendo World, and then it was going to be eventually in California. So I
I
got that
think they.
mixed up.
Well, I think in California, yeah, it started there, but they started. Maybe I'm wrong about this, but I thought they brought it to Orlando, but they actually added the Donkey Kong ride and the Yoshi ride there. I could be wrong about
Mhm.
that. Um, but at any rate, I do want to go to that one
Yeah.
sometime. Even though the California one is cool, but there's just not as much there.
Okay.
So where
Well,
were
Oh
how
we?
yeah,
do we feel
We kind
about that
of.
whole scene with the babies on all that? Could we have done with? I don't know. To me, I felt like it was slightly unnecessary. I mean, yes, the whole they had to land somewhere after what happened. After what happened, but I feel like the whole baby sequence. Maybe this is just my opinion, but I felt like it was kind of unnecessary.
They probably could have trimmed it down a little bit, maybe
Yeah, it did feel
Maybe.
like filler.
a little bit
a
filler.
little
Yeah.
bit. It's they needed time for Fox to work on the ship and eventually get frustrated that it's not working. And it's not a very long. To be fair, I've seen it twice. I don't think it's that long of a scene. And also, this is
Maybe.
I like it because it's a moment for Yoshi to shine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it could be argued on a
It,
general viewing that okay, it might be filtered, but then because I also keep in mind that it's the 40th anniversary, Miyamoto is trying to get as much as his life work or the company's life work in there as much as possible without it being too detrimental to the whole overall part of film. Personally, I could see why people would say, yeah, shorten that up a bit because this seems a little bit nonsensical, but uh,
there is another thing I'd like to add. From a character standpoint, this is where Yoshi and Toad bond. Because, like I said before,
Yeah.
Toad.
I mean,
I
I
mm,
mean,
guess.
Yoshi has no hard feelings toward Toad. Toad is jealous, but there's this one moment I like between them when after Yoshi sets off the T-Rex and they run away. Toad gets on Yoshi's back. He has both the babies. There's this moment of communication. Yoshi is still carrying the Super Scope, and he realizes, oh, he hands it to Toad, and Toad is immediately like, oh, I know what you want me to do. So he tries to aim it at the T-Rex, but then the babies start messing with it, and Toad ends up hitting himself.
Oh, and it turns
Yeah.
into a little baby
Yeah, I forgot
toad.
about that.
Yeah.
All right, slightly forgot
Yeah.
about that.
and
And then
what
Yoshi
was
needs
it?
to, take care of all three of them.
Right, and then now it's like another baby T Rex dinosaur afterwards when they what was it become
Yeah, they
human?
fall into the water, and then
Right.
the T-Rex is about to eat
Oh, it
Yoshi.
just reminds me of the sharp tooth falling into the water.
I was just about
towards
to
the end of
say the
Land
same
Before Time.
thing. Yeah, it reminded me of that too. I'm like,
Like, yeah.
why? Why was I getting deja vu of that? I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
I mean, it's also a Universal movie.
I
Oh,
know, and it is. It was, yeah.
that's true.
That's funny.
That is
Right.
crazy. So many. There's so many more references than I thought there would be. Not just Mario, but like
Right.
it's
Yeah,
referencing
not
like
just
other
Mario. Yeah.
movies. That is crazy.
I just feel like with Jurassic Park's more of a cop out, but then I was saying to my sister as we were,
Yeah.
watching that T Rex fall, is just like, oh, why does this scream to me that one part in Land Before Time? And it's like, oh, it's also a Universal movie, haha.
Oh, because dude, I mean, of course, and it's so funny too that Universal versus Nintendo back in the day because of Donkey Kong,
Hmm.
versus King Kong, and now the world the world turns, as they say.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So they get they topple the T Rex. They get back to normal. They fixed the R-wing,
That's the scene
and
where
then,
they
or
turn the
actually,
baby back
they
and
didn't fix it.
Luigi's going, ah! Luigi's like,
I
that
think
was so
it was. It's like I've only seen it one time, so bear with me. So I think they didn't quite get to fix the ship in time, so they had to
no.
call. They had to put out a distress signal. I remember now,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the Lumas of all people ended up being the ones to answer the call, which I thought was kind of cool. Like they just
To be
all
a
gang up, they bring the entire galaxy, the
Yeah.
observable I can't
Yeah.
even
The
say
Comet
it.
Observatory.
Thank
to
you.
be a, to be a little more specific, actually, so Fox can't. They're not able to fix the ship, which Peach is super frustrated by. But Luigi just starts messing. He actually starts playing with the intercom. I don't think he even necessarily intends to find anyone,
Yeah.
because he just starts playing. It's like, this is Big L here with little M or something like that.
Yeah.
It happens to be picked up by the Lumas, who are
Yeah, which I
up
thought was kind
they
of
don't have a
neat.
bedtime, so they're just up playing.
Yeah, they don't have a bedtime, but that rose.
How
Yeah,
convenient.
How convenient.
Right. I do like
What
to play
happens
for.
when you don't have a bedtime?
I like to play for a team where there's more character development between Mario and Peach. And Peach is frustrated. It's like Mario, we could be frustrated together.
Yes.
So it helps that
I
they all
remember that.
bond.
I don't get frustrated.
I just don't get
Like, we
frustrated.
can be frustrated together.
Well, can I be not frustrated with you?
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
And we keep adding dinosaurs to the group. And Yoshi
Yeah.
and the baby T-Rex are like, eh? I'm like, hey, don't throw shade at Yoshi.
Right.
Yeah,
Come
no,
on,
really.
man.
That's a good boy.
Shoot.
Yoshi's a good
He's part of
boy.
the reason we're even here.
Shoot. Yoshi
Yeah.
almost MVP up in here, man. Shoot.
I have to say though, once they regroup, band together, and plan out the course of attack to bust in for Rosalina, I thought that scene was awesome as shit. I gotta give
Oh
them
yeah.
that. They
I mean,
they
Fox
did.
piloting the Comet Observatory.
Yes.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yes.
Oh
That was
yes.
cool tech, and I like how the Lumas turned into, Fox McCloud's, Star Fox,
Yeah, they had
and then
little suits too.
and they had a
gosh.
pose thing. It was a pose, just like a microsecond of Fox looking up, and with the Lumas like, oh my
Yes.
god, you guys are hitting it. But
Yeah, I mean, how do we feel about like Fox's character being that? Because I'm hearing like people throwing around like comparing him to Han Solo from the Star Wars movies.
I didn't really think
My
that deep
sister said
into
the
it.
same. My sister
but-
said the same thing, but she said it was more the way he's dressed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because I didn't really
Of the-
read Han Solo, but when I watched, both times, but I was like, I get why people are comparing that.
I can.
I
I,
get it,
suppose
but
I can kind of
Falco's
understand it too.
definitely
Yeah.
more like Han Solo in terms of his personality.
well, I mean, you can say this is Star Wars for kids, but I mean, like, still, it's like, dang, that's a never reference. Oh my lord! But like,
Yeah, the good Star Wars.
I mean, yeah, the good Star Wars. But I don't. If you don't mind me rewinding back, I like the fact that Peach goes into the library, reads
Oh,
the
we
story,
completely missed that. Oh my
Yes.
gosh, you're right.
and she finally finds out, like,
Oh, the biggest,
wow,
the
this-
biggest twist of all. I was saving. I was hoping to.
Oh,
save
sorry.
it
Go ahead, man.
till that point. But
Yeah,
no,
let's
it's
talk
fine.
about this.
It's fine because they're pretty much. It's pretty much at that point that they find out everything, but right before they make the rescue. I know they didn't. They didn't. This was not originally part of the story for the games. It was never established in
Right.
the Mario Galaxy game, as far as relationship between Peach and Rosalina. But I am actually with what they did in the movie. I got to be honest. I'm okay with it. I'm
Yeah,
okay with
I
it.
am too.
Yeah, we
When it was revealed that they turned out to be long lost sisters. Rosalina's the older sister to Peach. When they tell that
And
backstory.
I remember when they revealed that in the movie. That was one of the times I obviously audibly said in the theater, "What?" Because I'm not expecting them to change how characters are related to each other going from the movie. So I wasn't really sure how I felt about that. I guess I'm okay with it. And afterward, I looked it up. Apparently, when they were developing Super Mario Galaxy, they were considering making Peach and Rosalina related, but they dropped that idea. And that's why Peach and Rosalina look kind of similar. Some people say they have the same face. I don't think they do. I don't think they have the same face, but they do look somewhat similar to each other.
Yeah.
So it does make me wonder: is the game going to make it canon that they're sisters at some point? Which
There's
it's fine if they do.
I
It's
supposedly Miyamoto's considering that from a recent interview in Japan as the movie premiered in Japan a couple of weeks back.
I would be
Supposedly.
okay with that. It would just be weird that they didn't mention it until now. That's why I think my biggest issue is more like that's not how it is in the game. It is in the games, and it seems weird to have that disconnect. But it's fine for the movie, and we'll see what happens with the game.
But like they
Yeah.
did hint at it a little bit in the first movie. It's like it's a whole big galaxy out there,
yeah.
you know, and then
Yeah,
Might
Peach,
have been a-
more apparent now. Yeah, more apparent now.
that could have been
Yeah.
a happy that could have been a happy coincidence for all we know, because it was such a vague line. But whatever the case,
Right.
it worked out.
it worked
Yeah.
out.
Well, how did we feel about the whole, like, it is revealed that it was actually that they were related, like the whole in the first movie when Mario was conversing, it's like, you could have been from my world, and yeah, she
Yeah.
made that comment, but were we rooting for more, like, maybe she could have been from Mario's world, from, Mario's, Brooklyn or whatever part of his world, or are we fine with what was revealed in this
I'm
movie?
absolutely fine with it personally.
It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, and the reason why Peach separate from Rosalina, to give context for people who don't care about the spoilers or listening, Peach and
We're
Rosalina have
far past that point.
right,
Yeah,
right,
we're
Yeah.
past that point.
right. But like Peach and Rosalina have star magic. It's the best way to put it, where they can
Yeah.
use the magic to terraform things. The planet that was a rock became a beautiful, luscious green planetoid. So
Yeah,
when
planetoid.
dark forces started coming along,
Peach reads from the book that they're made of stardust, which I'm not
Yeah.
sure if that's supposed to be
Which is
literal.
cool,
But I guess
because it kind of
which I guess
reminded
we'll just
me
roll
like
with
they're
it.
all star children from Yoshi's Island DS.
right?
Yeah, we'll just roll with it, honestly. But that's a sentence she says. But they have that power together.
Yeah.
That a lot of people, I guess, someone wanted. So Rosalina dropped Peach into the warp pipe.
You know, and
Yeah.
then there's
She was
theories
like,
of-
they go find the warp pipe in a cave or something like that, and they, because of the pull, whatever kind of pull of that pipe, that's what separated them both. So
but I thought that there was I guess some people are saying there's a little reference to Frozen there. So it's like there's elements of
Yes.
Frozen dripped in along with Zootopia, and then you got Universal and all the Nintendo IP and this.
Honestly, I think it's just that Rosalina just happens to look a lot like Elsa. I don't think it's anything intentional.
Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah. So that was nice. But
yeah,
yeah,
and I'm actually fine. I'm actually fine with that. It's like, as far as them being revealed to be sisters, because it's like, well, it's been left vague for for however many years Mario
Yeah.
Galaxy's been around, 2007. Yeah, almost getting close to 20 years at this point.
If the games
So-
decide to adapt that, I won't have a problem with it.
Yeah,
What
I
I-
wouldn't have a problem with it with either. It just we just had our own theories for such a long time. It's like, well, maybe Peach was, or maybe Rosalina was a future daughter of Peach or whatever. That's what I heard around the grapevine. But
That one
Right.
was insane. Rosalina
Yeah.
is the future daughter of Peach and Luigi. Like, what the?
yeah,
I was
Right.
hearing about that. And I'm like, wait, huh?
Oh, there was a theory from Game Theory saying that Rosalina is Peach's mother because of this in the book. I'm like, huh?
yeah.
I do think the relationship of older sis. I thought, because they have that thing where Peach is remembering Rosalina, but she doesn't remember seeing Rosalina in her childhood, but she doesn't remember who she is. When they said older sister, I thought, okay, well at least at least that's the relationship they went with. That one makes the most sense.
Oh, okay. I'm now trying not to be too inappropriate, but the shippers are crying right now. And that's all I'm going to say. And I'm not going to say nothing much. Okay.
You know what?
Bad. No.
Let 'em
Stop.
cry.
Wait until it's safe.
Let him cry. Let him.
Just let them cry because sisters, or let's
Oh, I thought you-
look, and
I
that's
thought
all
you
I'm gonna
let me
say,
cry.
okay? If you know, you know. Lord have mercy, Jesus. For too long,
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, so we were talking about their final assault on Bowser's Keep or Bowser Jr.'s Keep.
Bowser's Planet, I suppose you should call
Yeah,
it that.
Planet
Oh, right.
Bowser. He finally made it. He's so stoked to show his father what he has done after he
Yeah.
was expelled for boarding school.
Which I gotta admit, it was rather impressive with everything that was created. All things
Mm,
considered,
yeah.
because
Planet Bowser.
I was getting Mario 3D World vibes.
He made his dream come
and
true. Dang it!
everything. Yeah,
And
Right.
it's worth noting this is when Bowser fully, because it's weird that Junior is the one convincing his father to change his ways, but he is the one who fully converts him back to being evil, basically, by
yeah.
showing him like this is who you are and everything.
Like, this is
Which-
who you are.
I understand.
You know what's
that
more important than friends? Family.
It would be
Which
weird
is-
to make Bowser a full-on. It would make Bowser to be a full-on good guy, but I'm also just like, Bowser, you were doing so well.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's
Why
he's
can't you
fully
have
back in the
both? But
camp.
that's me.
He's fully back on the side of evil at this point.
Pretty much. That battle though, well done with the
Yeah,
coordination.
that
And then actually not even that, before leading up to it, the so-called trap that Mario and Peach ended up in, and it just turned into another
Yeah.
dungeon level for Mario Bros. I mean, even though it's like a little more Kaizo-ish, as I'll probably put it, but
Yeah.
Super Mario Maker,
Yeah.
really.
yeah.
I think
No, that's not Mario Maker. That's Kaizo. And he's Bowser Jr. must have hired that man to build that place because, oh my lord! But it also goes to show you that Peach and Mario are in step, and it shows more subtle character development. But God,
Yeah.
the fact that he was playing it like a Mario game, Bowser Jr. Bowser.
I thought that
Yeah.
was a nice touch.
Along with a
Mentioned,
classic NES controller.
Yes,
but, right before that scene, Mario, because it's Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Yoshi who all go there, and then
Yep.
they split between Mario and Peach and Luigi and Yoshi, and Mario does that thing where he does all those gestures and tweaks his mustache, and Luigi goes, "I don't know
Oh,
what that means."
wait! He's like, rate the signs. Oh, okay, fine. It means you go this way.
Toad
I go
was
that
with
way.
Fox, by the way, trying to fend off the troops in the sky.
Yeah,
Or in
yeah.
space, mind you.
Toad didn't seem to have a problem at this point.
Nope,
Toad
he didn't
Yoshi
seem to have a
fine.
problem whatsoever. He thought Fox
He
was
doesn't-
cool when they were at the Gateway Galaxy to begin with.
That's like his new
I was gonna say,
idol,
Toad
like
doesn't seem to-
practically.
Yep.
Toad doesn't seem to have a problem with Yoshi at this point, like Yoshi going with them instead of him at this point. They
Yep.
seem
Yeah.
cool now.
He's like, I got a new idol to praise, Fox McCloud. So yeah, the final battle between Bowser and eventually, well, when Luigi and Yoshi eventually join up, but the battle with Bowser and
Yes.
Bowser Jr.
Oh,
against
Right,
Mario.
Well, hang on. Let's get to the battle between Bowser, Mario, and Peach first.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yes.
that's what I was on about.
Okay.
because yeah, they have that sequence we were talking about where it's shown to be basically like a Kaizo Mario game.
Yeah.
They use the sprite of Peach from Mario Maker.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. And no matter what they threw at him, it's like they just have no trouble getting over it.
I like how sometimes there's something that almost hits either Mario or Peach, but the other one pulls them out of it. They both do that with each other multiple times.
I mean, it just goes to show like how much they've grown in development. It's like they know exactly what move to make with each other and how to keep each other's backs, have each other's backs, through and through. They're partners, not just
Yeah, and Mario's
Go ahead.
Mario's final move where he takes the parasol.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they use the bombs, hit the lava, and they use the parasol. So and I love the fact after they escaped, Bowser Jr. and Bowser were just like their mouths, their jaws hit the floor, and I was busting out laughing.
Yeah. I was like, what kind of security system did you have set up?
Right.
Yeah. But and Bowser says, "I won't let them ruin this."
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, that was good. That's
Yeah.
just like, okay, you mess with my son. You mess with my son. Now you
That's
get it.
Probably
Now it's personal.
When Bowser is walking toward them on the bridge with the axes, that's
Mm,
probably when he looks the scariest in this movie.
yeah, and like even Mario's trying like Bowser about maybe we can't. Too late, Mario. You're not gonna ruin this or whatever he says. And
What
then
are you
that's
gonna
when
do? Humiliate me at my wedding? Turn me tiny and hold me prisoner?
Yeah.
I mean, well, it did happen.
It did happen,
Did
but
everyone else?
yeah.
Did everyone else know it was coming when Bowser threw the one axe at them?
Oh,
and
I,
Mario
I totally
it?
saw what was going to happen next. It was way obvious. It was way
Yeah.
obvious of what was
Jen,
going to happen.
if you've played the game,
Maybe,
you know.
maybe not to me. It had to be the whole and him cutting off the chains that I'm just like, oh yeah, now it's a reference. But I'm
Yeah.
fine with it.
It's another one of those things where if you played the
Right.
games, you can pick up on that yourself, which I love.
And then Bowser Jr. is like,
Hopefully a little
no,
more obvious to
Daddy.
people because it seems like everybody and their mom has played the first Mario Brothers at this point.
But what some of the players probably didn't know is of what happens after Bowser takes that tumble into the lava.
Yeah, that was another thing where I'm like, I know where this is going.
But then they did show a reference of that
I didn't
earlier.
with me. I was just more caught up on like Junior being so sad that that this happened to his father. But then as Bowser climbs up, I'm like, oh gosh, they're gonna do this.
And Neon, you're right, because they have that ride where the Koopas go in the lava, and then they
the roller coaster ride, and then they're dry bone Koopas.
Yeah.
So they're
dry bones.
The movie itself gives you a hint about that, but also if you play the
I
game,
didn't read that as a hint.
yeah, that's fair.
That's fair. I mean, because it kind of been like a gag, but it's like, because it has to be a family movie, and they let people know that the non-human characters don't die. It's just they're just Walking Dead or zombie skeleton.
Or they
whatever the
just
hell
or
they're
they just either that or they just fade away.
right.
They just
So
fade.
we get Dry Bowser.
Yeah.
The Lord of Bones. Like, oh gosh.
I thought that was nice. Yeah. I mean, he's not wrong at that point.
He's not wrong, but man, that part what I thought was the scariest. Not the whole like Bowser coming to almost they're coming in really 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 pissed with both of the axes like coming at Mario and Peach. But it's like
fair,
no,
yeah.
that part I thought it was like, oh man, that was scary. I mean, of course it's not scary to me. Like, oh, I'm terrified. It's just more so like my heart dropping.
But it's frightening a little. I mean, not that but I mean, still, it's like Bowser can be intimidating. Not everything has to be overly mega super violent.
Intimidating.
He has an intimidating presence. So Bowser can be intimidating when he wants to be. He can be comical, but when Bowser locks in, you as the player or viewer are like, oh wow, I forgot how villainous he can come off as.
And at that point, Mario and Peach separate because Mario closes the gate and chops off the lever so that Bowser can't get past it to Peach and tells Peach to go save Rosalina. So they're separated at this point.
Can I also note that Rosalina is dying when this is happening?
Yes.
When she's in the machine.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it's
I
sucking
mean,
up
It's
her
practically
soul.
using her
Energy
life
for her.
force to power that big
Yeah.
ass cannon. Yeah. So.
That was going to destroy the universe or whatever.
Right, or
Right.
roll, destroy, or whichever. How I decide to go about it with that.
I think it was
that
the universe because
Yeah.
Junior said they were two dudes taking over the universe. No limits.
No. But yeah, Mario. I tell you what, he had a lot of balls going toe to toe. He was like surrounded. He's got
Yeah.
Dry Bowser on one side, Bowser Jr. on the. Which at that point he has his brush back out, and he's like armed to the teeth.
Yeah,
with
they
his
did his
magical
Wonder
outfit and
Form
everything.
vicious in that. I mean, nice nod to Mario Brothers Wonder, which that's actually the game. That's actually the cutoff point, not Odyssey.
Yeah,
But yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah,
need,
that's true. Because
like I said before, with the Junior being more competent in this one than he kind of has been in the game. So
And the first the Game and Watch reference was great.
Oh, the
Like-
one that when Luigi got the.
I did not expect.
I didn't see that coming either. Yeah.
Well,
Right.
let's back up just a little bit.
Right, let's
because
back up a little bit.
Sorry.
Right.
Mario is taking on both of them alone, but then Luigi and Yoshi show up with the power-ups.
with them blocks, like Mario's got what is it, the drill,
The drill.
mushroom.
Yeah,
Luigi's got the
drill
cloud.
power up from Galaxy 2?
I think
Yeah.
it's Galaxy 2,
Galaxy?
and it's also in Wonder.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then Luigi has the, cloud from Galaxy
Definitely
2.
from Galaxy 2.
And then Yoshi.
Yeah.
What?
And then
the
Yoshi
f-
also.
What the hell
and
happened with
playable
Yoshi?
from Galaxy
He's got the balloon power-up from Galaxy 2. It even
almost
turns
forgot
him,
about
light blue.
Yeah. I was like, oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. But no, that was a good matchup.
That was a good intense fight.
Good
Yes.
intense fight
Oh,
with
yeah.
with all that going down. So
Which Mario and Luigi, they both lose their power-ups, and then Yoshi slowly comes floating in at Bowser, and he's like... I think, is it Bowser punches him and he goes flying around, and then I think he hits Junior and makes Junior drop the paintbrush?
Yes, that makes
That's what
sense to
we
me.
Then we get to the
but then when Junior gets so he reaches his breaking point because he's so pissed off that he ends up summoning the freaking dragon from Odyssey. I'm like, are you
Right before-
kidding me right now?
what?
And right before that is when Luigi uses the paintbrush and gets Mr. Game & Watch.
And again, yeah.
Game & Watch.
Doesn't he do it
Yeah,
nine?
it's just news from Smash Brothers, so you can probably call it a Smash Brothers reference as well.
Right.
Yeah.
At that point.
Like, didn't he
Oh, I
hit him
never
up?
learned how to draw?
Didn't he hit him with a 9? I swear he had to
Yeah,
do that
he
9. He
He
hit him
didn't
with
show
a
the
9.
9 number, but it hit that hard like a 9.
He hit him.
Yeah,
That was a 9. That was
I was saying like 9 whenever he hit Bowser that hard. It's just like, oh man,
Bowser's
9.
bones break apart.
Oh
Bowser,
yeah,
like,
completely.
shatters.
Yes, he shatters.
But his head's still kicking.
Right.
His head's still kicking, but his limbs are practically everywhere.
Yeah, and like Wes was saying, that's when Junior, I forget how he gets the paintbrush back exactly, but he gets it, and that's when he makes the Odyssey Dragon.
Then
I think he does something with Game & Watch that hits Luigi, then he gets his paintbrush back. I think.
Oh, you're right! Game & Watch gets hit.
Yes.
Yeah.
and then the Odyssey Dragon.
No, he gets basically sliced in half, and that half hits Luigi, and then he gets his paintbrush back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Something like that.
The Odyssey Dragon.
Oh my.
He was
gosh.
hungry.
Yeah, talk about another like fish out of water. There's like this whatever kind of fantastic dragon as opposed to what you see at the more
the
Mario style
T-Rex.
dragons in the games.
When that happened in Mario Odyssey the first time, I was like, I was talking to a sentient fork 5 minutes ago! What is happening?!
It is kind of weird the way it transitioned that way. It's like you're going from like some silly food planet whatever land, and then suddenly you're in a medieval RPG-ish Final Fantasy style type world with a freaking dragons. Like, what is going on here?
Right.
So, yeah.
Dragon was hungry.
Dragon was hungry. He couldn't. This was the one thing that Junior couldn't quite control himself at that point anymore. But then
Immediately turned on him.
But then Mario busts out the one power up from Galaxy. Needed it to just finish the job. That red star.
Power of more. I love that cosmic power up from the first
yep.
game.
And I like how Mario is altruistic. That just like in Bowser's Fury, Bowser Jr. comes to Mario, please say my and it's a reversal obviously in the movie, but still it still applies. Bowser's head's like my son, and Mario's like, you know what, man? No, I might not like you, but Bowser Jr. is still your kid. I'm not gonna let him go out like that.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
And that's what I appreciate. Is like at the end, Mario's still the hero, and
He's
shows that.
still the good guy, and you got to make compromises like that. I love that trope, and I love that trope of good guys.
Yeah,
You know-
and when Mario actually, going back to that a little, when Mario cut down the bridge and Bowser fell into the lava, they didn't know he was going to come back as Dry Bowser. You can see both Mario and Peach are kind of like, I just did what I need to do. I didn't mean for it to happen. Like, oh no.
Am I bad
Mhm.
for saying that I wish Bowser would have did a thumbs up?
Just
That
like in the Terminator. Oh my god.
would have been too
Well,
far.
do it, but that would have been that they could have done that, but they didn't.
That would have been messed up. It would have probably ruined the moment. But
It
Yeah,
still, I
probably
just
would
for
have.
it
some
would.
reason
Yeah.
I was thinking that. But yeah, man, I'm glad that Mario is still the hero. And of course, then, dude, my heart was. I'm not saying it was racing, but it's like, don't let Rosie die. I'm.
Oh
Oh yeah,
yeah.
when
Yeah.
they go back to
Mhm.
Peach.
When she tries to do everything she possibly can in her power to get her free from that cage or capsule or whatever that she was in right before
Yeah.
her life force had pretty much been all used up at that moment. And then they remembered, oh, the star power between the bond between the two that just pretty much.
Yeah, Rosalina's got to crawl over, and she is struggling.
Yeah, man. I just they gave context to why Rosalina, she is a very powerful figure, and it's kind of surprising in within the Mario Galaxy movie itself or the game, Bowser takes the power stars, but Rosalina, it's implied that she's a very powerful cosmic figure, and I'm kind
Yeah.
of glad that they put that within the movie itself. That if Rosalina is that powerful, using magic to summon her wand or whatever, yeah, it makes sense that she will be a power source, so she's a target by Bowser Jr. And then at this, and Bowser as well at this point. But dude,
Yeah.
to see them come together, I guess it gave vibes of the Elsa, sisters or whatever, where
Hmm.
Yeah.
what was it in the movie Frozen? Elsa goes to stop the sword and she freezes or something. And it
Anna,
That's the
breaks.
uh,
second movie.
that's
The
that's the
first
first
one,
the first one.
the
Anna stands in front of Elsa and just happens to
Oh,
freeze
okay,
at
yeah,
the moment
break
before
the
she hit her.
sword or whatever. And I
interesting.
mean, it's kind of different, but it's like when Peach and Rosalina. I mean, I was gonna say Rosie because I call her that anyway. When they both come together and touch palms, terraform, and that's it. And I thought that was still beautiful nonetheless. I'm like more
Hmm.
short not tell. It's like you know. Rosie, touch my hand, and Rosalina. Oh my God! It almost makes you want to cry. It's like she's struggling to get to the glass and touch hands. And dude, that was great, man. I'll give him credit. Sorry, I don't.
No, you good. You good.
No, I no,
Oh,
I enjoy Rosalina a lot too. I guess I was just more rooting for Bowser and Bowser Jr. in the movie with how their relationship is.
no, no. Granted that that I feel that because I haven't played the Bowser Jr. What game was that? The side story or Bowser's Inside Story.
Oh,
That
Bowser's
looked like,
Fury.
or
Yeah,
not
I
Bowser's
haven't.
Fury, but the
The
well that, but there was the RPG with him and
Oh, okay,
the
yeah,
the
Bowser Jr.'s
remake.
campaign in
Yeah.
the remake of Bowser's Inside Story. That's right.
Bowser
right.
Jr.'s journey.
Yeah,
You
Bowser
know,
Jr.'s journey.
So
I want to at this rate. I haven't even beaten that. I've beaten the Superstar Saga, but I haven't done the remake of Superstar Saga. But I haven't done the Bowser's Minion part. I still need to finish the Bowser's Inside Story part before I get to Bowser Jr.'s journey.
I'm
I
glad.
s-
I'm glad I didn't say anything about what happens at the end of Bowser's Inside Story. Thank God. Okay,
yeah.
because Ark,
So
and I already know, but
yeah, yeah.
what? But no,
So to finish things off, at that point, everybody's reunited, but they don't quite have a castle to go home to, did they? About that. About that.
Yeah,
So so
the Lumas were
yeah,
so
the
excited that they just like, yeah, we want to visit Peach's castle and all that, and then they go back to the Mushroom Kingdom. We have a problem here.
Where's the castle? Yeah, about that.
right.
died.
It died.
It died.
But I love the montage. They go Super Mario World route with
Yeah,
the
Super Mario
montage with
World's
a little bit
great.
It's
of
like with some
Mario.
Mario Maker mixed
Mario
in
Maker,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, the way they went
Yeah.
about rebuilding the entire castle from scratch. Yeah, I thought that was nice. That was real
And
nice.
then Peach kisses Mario. Mario gets the cape feather and puts the feather on
Or puts
I
the
kind of
flag on the
wish
Newcastle.
I kind of wish he could have used a cape at least a little bit more. I guess it's all right to put it in the end. Better late than never, I guess. But
Maybe next time. I mean, we had a different flight power item
that is
earlier in
true.
the movie, I guess.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So yeah, a good way to end things off. I think I felt overall with the movie, and then
oh wait, yeah.
there's some post scenes, but before we get to that, final thoughts on the movie overall itself.
I
I
loved it.
think for me,
It
I
was
think it
good.
was just as great as the first movie. I get why people were saying it could be a bit, the pacing is a bit. Well, I wouldn't say wonky. There was some fast-paced moments, and yeah, like I was saying about like the whole casino subcon casino part, where I felt like that was going a bit too fast, or at least to me, gravity wonky. But I think it is just as good. It is just as good as the first movie. So I enjoy both of them equally. For both of them for their own reasons.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I would have to say I would probably have to agree to a point, but I guess I kind of partially like the second one a little bit, just a little bit more. Um, but
Yeah,
still
that
good.
might be
Still
me
good.
too.
Both good in their own
If
right.
I had to choose, I might give the slight edge to this one.
What do you think,
I
Amy?
have a. I. Oh, sorry.
Sweetie?
Yeah, I'm here.
I was just asking. What's your take?
Oh, I really enjoyed it, but I think I'm just partial a little bit more to how the first one flowed. But overall, I think it. I think I did really enjoy it for what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fair. What were you gonna say, Sponge?
Oh, I was just gonna say, yeah, I liked this one more because of it fixed the biggest problem I had with the first movie, which was Luigi not being present, and then it
Hmm.
said, okay, and we'll give you Yoshi too. So I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm in.
We already
Uh,
teased you at the post credits of the first movie, so here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is funny because when they first showed the trailers or the very first teases of Mario Galaxy, because they started focusing on Rosalina and Bowser Jr., are we like, where the heck is Yoshi? Is he not going to be in this movie?
Hmm.
Yeah, he was.
He
I actually
was.
did anyone see they had this really cute popcorn bucket with Yoshi actually where the
They
popcorn goes?
did,
No,
yeah.
I have not seen it. I'll have to check that out later.
Yeah, I ordered it. It's supposed to ship at some point because they ran out, but
Of course
I
they
guess there
did.
should be a reproduction. And I just honestly having the figure of Yoshi is really cute.
so, Art,
Yep.
I'm charging up because you know where I'm going with this.
Okay.
You,
We'll get to
you
we'll get to
know,
that. We'll get to that. But what are your final thoughts? We didn't hear from you.
my final thoughts. There's a rant coming in, but my final thoughts on the movie was excellent. It was joyful. I loved the lore implications of the franchise as a whole globally. I liked
Hmm.
the soundtrack was better. That the music fit
Yeah.
like the moments when they're at the party or Yoshi's little backstory. Licensed music made sense.
Yeah.
Biggie Smalls, New York, little dance party, music or whatever that was when it was Peach's birthday, or however long she was at the Mushroom Kingdom, like things like that. And then the Red Star music and Star Fox music. Ooh,
Hmm.
they hit the ball out of the park with that, man.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah, they
yeah.
The,
didn't have
the,
to
Hmm.
rely heavily on the music references this time. That was not. It was actually a nice change of pace.
yeah, that it was again. They're not. See, I don't care what critics say. If you respect the source material or whatever these fantastic things are, like okay, Transformers is a little bit out there with its lore a little bit, but people want to see the fantastic cartoon characters, no matter what species they are. They want to see hedgehogs and plumbers, vampires, whatever, because we've grown up with this for the past 30 plus years.
And that's how
Give
you
us that.
make.
Give
That's
us
how the movie makers make their money. That's how
yeah,
they do it.
honor the source material.
Hmm.
That's why I still stand by 8 to a 9 out of 10 because Illumination's done their homework. They work closely with Nintendo. Nintendo Miyamoto, the president of Illumination, the animators, the voice actors, the production crew, everybody put their heart, blood, sweat, tears into it. It's not. This is not no pity. I sense the joy of the film come off the screen as I was watching it. As kids were having
Mm-hmm.
fun in the movie theater, which I'll get to in a bit. But because I want to say, but it was wonderful. So yeah, I really, really did enjoy it.
Definitely recommend if you haven't seen it in theaters yet. Please, if you can, go watch it. It's worth your time.
Yeah.
It's worth the money. But if you really can't, they'll have it on streaming at some point. You can watch it that way.
And then on physical. I have been noticing that lately. Like, they've been doing it, going to streaming first before they release it physically.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. So, Neon, I know you got something you wanna say. You got.
Well,
some
wait,
kind of
are we going to get to those two post-credit scenes?
I
Let's
was
get to the
just,
two
I was
post-credit
just about
scenes
to.
first.
I was just about to say, let's do that first, and then we'll hear from what
It's-
you got to say.
Okay.
It's also worth noting that the credits are set up in the same, at least the initial credits are set up in the same puppet show that. Bowser
Yeah,
did.
I remember.
Oh, yeah,
that.
I like that.
That
I
was
like the
good.
credits.
That was a
I
nice
remember-
touch.
I remember, by the way, when it got to, because they were showing the voice actors, it got to Yoshi, it said Donald Glover. I remember my sisters were like, "What?" It's like, yeah, it's I don't know why it's Donald Glover. He did a good job, but I just don't know why it's him.
You can do Yoshi in 7 or 20 different ways.
Yeah.
He's the voice for across the whole global release of the film.
So yeah, one last thing about Bowser and
I
Bowser
think they might
Jr.
actually use Yoshi's game voice in Japan. Really? Oh.
Yes, he's the
Huh.
Oh, did they use Totaka's voice? Because that's...
no, not
You know,
not
the
not in
composer.
Japan. They use Danny Glover. Is what I've seen from the article. Wow.
Donald Glover.
Crazy.
Oh, they should have used, because I actually
Oh,
would've
okay, so
preferred
they did use
used-
Donald Glover for Jeff. Okay, never mind.
Oh, I would have preferred they use Kazooie Totaka in general, but Donald Glover did a good job. Like, again, I thought that was really weird seeing him as the voice, but at that point, we'd already heard Yoshi's voice, and it was good, so I just thought, oh, okay, all right, weird choice, but I guess it worked.
So about Bowser and Bowser Jr., I mean, they finally got captured, put in jail, but you know that's a prison cell is not going to hold them. They're going to get out at some point.
Oh,
But it
Yeah.
was the prison guard of all people. Who did it have to be? But
Blue.
that one blue Luma
Real Luma, that one
Luma.
very...
from the last movie. I was like,
pessimistic Luma.
oh
Or existential crisis Luma.
Yes.
also, right before that, Fox is telling one of the Toads that Rosalina helped him fix up his spaceship, and
Or that, yeah,
And
oh,
he-
yeah, it was
he-
just a...
he's going
He
back.
did-
it wasn't
he took.
the
he
toad.
took-
It wasn't the toad that we know. It's just a
think it
random
was
toad. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I think it was
He took a hefty bounty with him. By the way, he had a lot of coins with him. Like,
Oh,
he got
yeah.
paid. He
Oh,
got
yeah.
paid.
he got paid big.
My God, man, that little blue Luma. Oh my Lord, man, why?
I mean,
Yeah,
he's.
so
I
much
mean,
fun
that
with dude.
that dude, that little dude. I don't know how he does it, but he always finds a way to scare. He scares even Bowser in the end.
Bowser Jr. What
Poor
the?
Bowser
They're
is also
terrified.
still he's just a head. I mean, his other parts are there, but only his head is really moving.
Yeah.
I do wonder. I guess in the next movie they're gonna have to find a way to put him back together, but they did it in New Super Mario Brothers, so I guess something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, Kamek is just gonna form some kind of spell and just reverse the effects or something like
Oh,
that.
that's true.
You know, that's obviously coming. Okay, the other post scene. If you stayed, if
Would
you
you have
stayed
to
at
watch
the very
all the
end,
credits?
you have to
mind
watch
you.
all the
Yes, you
credits all the
do.
way to the end. Back to the Gate Galaxy.
Gateway Galaxy.
Gateway Galaxy. That damn monkey up to his tricks
Mm-hmm.
again. But someone wasn't having none of his shenanigans. Punched the shit out of him. And who is it? Who makes a cameo reveal at the end? Princess fucking Daisy. Let's go!
That was exactly my reaction when she came on screen.
What's funny is my sister, her favorite character is Daisy, and I turned to her right before the
Mine
post credit
too.
scene, and I said, hey, what if the post credit scene character this time is Daisy? And then I saw the glove. I was like, oh!
Yeah.
So
Star Child, what was your
So-
reaction?
Yeah.
Because I know you used to voice her in Machinima some time ago. What was it, Smash King? What was your
Oh
reaction,
yeah.
though?
Well, I haven't been called back to do Daisy in a very long time. So, I
Oh,
mean, I'm glad. I mean, if they were to choose a character for that for another post credit scene, yeah, they had to do Daisy. So I was happy.
I was like, ah, sweet.
We'll see how she fits into the next movie, I guess.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
Okay.
I'm thinking the only way we could see that working is if they do something based off Mario Land. Although I don't
Right.
know how
Yeah.
much they'll be able to do that based off of a Game Boy game if we're going back from Mario Galaxy on the Wii/Switch now to a Game Boy game like Mario Land. So it's either that or they're probably going to have to do something with that's related to Mario Wonder. Those are the only two titles I can think of that they could possibly maybe go off of for a third movie that involves Daisy.
The next movie, the Super Mario Tennis movie.
Oh
Oh,
Oh
Jesus!
wow,
god.
wow, wow, wow.
But anyways, we shall see. Only time will tell. Okay, all right, Neon. What do you got?
All right,
Oh
you
boy.
have the floor.
Oh, hey, oh, man. I got. Okay, so let me start off with asking you and sis a question.
Hmm.
Amy is like my sis, and Ark's my bro. If people wondering why I call her that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You and Ben go to the movie. Would you
Yeah.
ever allow him to? Let's say he's running back and forth, but he bumps into somebody. Would have told him that, hey, come over here and stop, or would
Oh
you
yes.
continue to?
Hmm.
Okay,
The
you guys.
exception to it is sometimes with movies, if he's really enjoyed it, only when the credits are playing, he will sometimes get up just in front of us and he'll start dancing to the credit music, but we will never really.
Aw.
Which he
That
did.
is cute.
He
Which
did.
he has done, and
That
he
is
did
cute.
to both of the movies, the first one and the second. But we would never let him go past me or his dad. You can have
See?
the run of the three seats, or in the for the second movie, he had the run of two other seats because it was part of our party there.
Hmm.
But no, I would never let him go past and interact with anyone else, or you know, or anything like that. Why?
So, granted that this is a kids movie, and I'm a grown adult going to a kids movie, I expect kids to jump and cry and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But when there's family of two kids running past me several times where I was trying to get invested into moments of the movie, mind you, and they kept hitting my foot several times. On the seventh
No.
Oh
time,
no.
I politely asked them, "Hey, I'm not upset or with them or anything. Can you make sure your kids don't bump me?" He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Please come over here, stay." And to say I was fuming was a little bit of an understatement because I don't care if kids run in front of me because they're children. But if I'm watching a movie and you
Yeah.
hit me, kid, and you just sit there and you let your kids keep doing it several times, please, for the love of God, control your kids.
Oh no.
I don't care if they run in
Yeah.
All right,
front of
then
me
that's
because they're
definitely a no.
children. I understand that. It's a kid film. I'm not ignorant to that, but please, for the love of God, control your kids. Don't have them run past my foot when I'm in a recliner and they stare at me and they keep running. Come on, what the hell?
Yeah, I get it.
I just want to enjoy the movie. Oh my God. Brother.
Well, I hope it didn't ruin the entire experience for you.
It didn't ruin
Yeah.
it, but there's certain moments that I'm like, oh, that's an emotional moment with Rosalie. Right on
Oh
cue.
no.
Jeez. Come on. The movie's still wonderful. Still, take your kids to see it. Don't mind me. I'm not a grumpy old man, not yet, but damn it, almost turned me to one. Other than
Maybe I'm
that,
just fortunate I chose matinee times for the two
oh,
times that I went to
shoot,
see
this
That's
it.
is.
pretty much what we
Um,
did. Yeah, we
We
did
I
did,
that.
went
yeah.
around, what was it, 8 o'clock or something like that. I was just like, oh my God, man. I just. So.
Well, I mean, like I
So,
said, I mean, it'll I don't know how much longer it'll be in theaters. I imagine for maybe
Oh,
another because it came out in the seas today, the 20 yeah, the
April
25th,
1st.
April 1st,
Yeah,
April
April
Fool's. That's
Yeah.
1st.
another thing.
It's
Why
only
April Fool's
it's getting
Day?
close to a month it's been in
I don't know
theaters,
if
so
that's
it'll
probably
probably
the
be
best
on
of
way
days to
out
pick
soon.
to put a release date on that, but you
Don't
know,
know.
Man,
It could
Right.
always come
well
out
to
on a
us,
Friday.
it's probably it's not. I don't think April Fools is not celebrated in Japan or anything like that, as far as
No,
I
it's
know.
no,
not.
yeah,
So, so I don't blame them for for choosing the the date. It's just I had to be in denial for a while of Fox being in the movie because they announced it so close at that time,
yeah,
and with the likes of our technology now, with all these deep fakes and all that, it's like I
hmm
don't exactly know what to believe anymore. But them announcing it that close to the date, I'm just like I had to be in freaking denial for a bit. But
Yeah.
I'm glad it
understood.
paid off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
it
right.
was.
So, oh, do you have something else to add, Neon?
No, I'm just saying it was just kind of fascinating and weird. And why would you expose? That's probably one of the biggest surprises in the movie. And I was showing my coworkers at work, like, guys, look at. I'm literally holding my phone out, pointing. I'm like, Star Fox is going to be in the movie. I'm like, it was exciting to talk to my like coworkers, but at the same time, like, dude, why ruin the surprise? I would have hold up. I would have held up cards to your chest like a cameo from an actor or something being in a movie. You wouldn't know, like, oh, what a pleasant surprise, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
So, one last question, and then we'll go ahead and wrap up because we've been going on
Well,
for a
I
good
might
two
have some
hours.
questions too, but I'll try to keep them brief
All right.
because I know we're
So,
going on for a while.
so my only question left is obviously there's with the reveal of Daisy, there's going to be a third one. My question is, what do you think, or who do you think should probably be added in as well besides Daisy for the next movie? That would be
That was
good.
one of my questions anyway. But okay. Um.
Wario.
Yes,
Yes.
I thought
Yeah.
at
Oh.
first they were
Yeah.
going to have him in the second one, which I was kind of sad they didn't put him in there, but it's okay. I got
Yeah.
it's fine. But yes, they should put him in the third one, and I'll tell you exactly who they should get to voice Wario: Danny DeVito.
Yeah, that's what I
Yes.
was
Yes.
gonna say. Yeah,
Danny
I was
DeVito.
thinking you were gonna say DeVito.
Yeah, I think that's been the go-to for so many people.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, never mind the
Yeah,
Detective
if they didn't
Pikachu
get him to do
stuff, but
Detective
no,
Pikachu, or the whole rumor
Wario.
of him being in
Yes.
Detective Pikachu, then it kind of makes sense for Wario.
Yeah, Deadpool Pikachu. I mean, I could see it, but I mean, dang. But like, yeah, I mean, I could see Mario. They should add in Waluigi. Screw it, just do it. It's like
I mean, they
you're
might as
gonna
well
go.
introduce both brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, introduce them as brothers, and Daisy as a long lost sister. Yeah, at this point,
Or cousin. I've also heard rumors
yeah,
flying around that they were supposed to be cousins.
right. At this point, I mean,
But who's
like,
Daisy?
dude, right? I mean, they already have the Tostia Kingdom, so what? I mean, Daisy does. War technically, since they're not having a mushroom world that is mushroom galaxy in the movies, technically Daisy could come from another planet, and then Tatanga might be
He
an
could.
adversary, which I could see. So I
Yeah.
mean, if they're going that route, fair. That's all I think that'd be an interesting plot.
I mean, who knows? It was surprising that they went from the Mario Brothers movie to the Mario Galaxy movie. So who knows where they'll go with the next one?
Yeah,
Right.
what it's actually going to be called, because it's like I mean. My idea is probably they're going to call it Odyssey, the Super Mario Odyssey movie, but that's just me. That's just me. But I think
That
Could be.
I
you're
could
right.
see
They
that,
could
honestly.
but I with Daisy being there, yes, they got to pull from the Mario Land games, preferably the first and second one,
ooh,
because really the
man,
third one was more Wario's. But yeah,
would
but yeah, it
would
makes sense for well, obviously Daisy's going to be in it, but for Wario and please Waluigi being in there. I mean, come on, he's already been stiffed out of important releases enough.
True.
so what about Captain Syrup being as an antagonist? That would change some things. I mean, maybe she would team up with Bowser. I mean, we know Bowser's gonna be back. I
Yeah.
mean, maybe, but having Captain Syrup over there would be pretty. It would hype up the villains a bit. I mean,
Maybe I
and
was thinking more of Tatanga.
Topanga, I was thinking more first too. But I
Yeah.
mean, Wario's. Well, I mean, if they put Mario in there at some point, unless they save Captain Syrup for a separate Wario movie,
Well,
the galaxy's
Mario's
really the
alright.
limit.
I mean, I'd heard rumors before that they were gonna do a standalone Donkey Kong movie, which would kind of,
Yeah,
No.
given that he
that
didn't
was going to be one of
appear,
my things I was going to ask too.
yeah, he only had a cameo in this movie. That would make sense. I just don't think I'm ready for an entire movie of Seth Rogen Donkey Kong.
Right, they
Yeah,
would
I
have to
don't
I
tell
don't
tone
mind.
him down. Or they could do this. They can have him just like in what was it, Donkey Kong Country 3 or 2? He gets kidnapped. Oh no, another kidnap plot. I know, sorry. And then
But
Diddy and Dixie could be the center stage of that Donkey Kong movie.
uh,
That would be
but
interesting.
but also now that we have Fox, I guess we could see a potential Star Fox movie. They
Yep.
they
Okay.
teased that,
I don't.
so
Well, maybe, but I was also going to say, since they brought in Star Fox into this movie, I wonder what other Nintendo characters do you think could fit in for the next Mario movie if they decide to bring in
I
other
mean, I
franchises
mean,
mixed in.
uh,
I mean, if anything with like what Mario Kart 8 did with having, Link and Isabelle and an Inkling be
I was gonna say,
I don't know about
that
Link.
maybe they could fit those three in there. But Zelda's getting, Legend of Zelda's going to get its own movie next year.
Yeah,
So
So that would
I kind of don't
mean
see the point of throwing in a Zelda reference.
if anything, man, I could probably see a little bit of Captain Falcon, maybe like a sort of cameo, but Kirby. Like
I
Kirby
was
could be
kind of
another
thinking
tag
Kirby
along
could be
character.
another character to yeah. I was kind of
You
thinking
think
that
it'd
too.
be okay
Kirby,
from Hell Labs though, which
I
I'm pretty
mean,
sure it'd be fine. But
Kirby has so much personality that they could just have the voiceover artist, the see the voice actress. Kirby. I mean, I'm not saying it's gonna be like a Kirby back at you cartoon, but like
No,
Kirby interacting with the Mario Brothers, dude, there is so much potential, man. There is so much
mm,
comedic potential there.
if he doesn't eat
yeah.
I,
everything first.
Hmm. So
like the Super Mario Galaxy movie 2, and then we see maybe a little bit of Samus, but then seeing Kirby, and then
no,
probably
if
Star
anything,
Fox.
we saw Samus's starship in Gateway Galaxy too.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, because
Elizabeth?
I kind of heard like the opinions of Some Call Me Johnny and Uncle Greg as far as this movie is concerned, and he was saying like, oh, Samus's ship was in the Galaxy movie. I was like, wait, I didn't remember that. That was kind of more
Right.
one of the reasons why I went to go back and see it. And it's like, oh yeah, sure enough, her starship was there.
I think I
So
missed
Man,
that.
maybe Samus.
because what was in Mario RPG that had Link, Samus, and that
Or Wing from
it,
Star Fox, yes.
you know,
Yeah,
sleeping in a bed upstairs in the Mario
Oh well, that was
RPG.
Link, but yeah.
and the ends. Yeah, yeah.
Of course, Link now is in Sony's hands, and Sony. Oh
I'll
my
tell you another. I'll tell you some other characters, and we're gonna lean a bit more on the villain side. I'll tell you what they should bring about next. So it was just
What?
Bowser. From the first movie, it was just Bowser. Second Galaxy movie, they brought in Bowser Jr. I think for the third one, they should bring in the rest of the Koopalings.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's that too. There's a possibility of that too.
They
it,
think they should bring the whole family in on
I'm
this.
just thinking how, unless the whole B plot is going to be, the Koopalings rescuing both Bowser and Junior.
yeah, I can see that. I'm not saying. I mean, this is a deep cut. Hey, King Dad, we came here.
Oh
We came
God.
here to rescue you. I know he would never say King Dad, but you know what I'm saying.
No.
At this point, it's like that's a perfect segue into them. The rest of the Cooper kids. I mean, I don't know how Miyamoto is going to go about it. He might say, "Oh my," either Bowser's going to say, "My generals," or kids," one or the other, man. And if he
Yeah,
calls
one
them
or the
generals,
other.
I don't care. We all know that they're his kids. I don't care. Just as long as the Koopalings are in there, man. I don't. I will be
I
happy.
know. I have the headcanon that they adopted them. Now I can't. I can't when they've already established when they were introduced to begin with that they were his
They was his
kids.
kids,
So
and I know I'm
Yeah,
going off
I
the
can't drop
cartoons
that
and
really.
stuff, but
they
like,
kind of had to retroactively see. I understand why they retroactively said they're not his kids because I think it makes it it makes it more apparent why he prioritizes Bowser Jr. when Bowser Jr. is his biological son. But also, yeah, when they were supposed to be his kids for so many years, and then that got retconned.
I
Yeah,
mean,
the one I can't stand.
Mhm. Sorry.
I'll say the one I can't stand when it's like, oh, Wario and Waluigi, they're not brothers. I'm like, shut the fork up.
Yeah.
They might as
Get the
well
fork
be.
out of
Shut up.
here.
I mean, shoot. Why beat around the
I
bush
mean,
about it?
I just think it'd
right.
be so stupid. They have the same facial features.
Okay, fine. So
Yeah,
they
they
don't
still
have to
got
be
the pretty
blood
much
related like
ages.
Mario and Luigi are. Fine, but they can still be like like brothers. You know,
Yeah, like brothers.
they're partners in crime. There you go.
Right. I mean, okay, they might be the Koopalings might be adopted, but technically speaking, Bowser looks at everybody as his family.
Yeah.
So if he calls them,
Exactly.
they could get away with it. He says, Bowser could say, "Well, I know you guys like Jones, but you guys are like more like closer to family, just like Bowser Jr." And then Bowser Jr. There could be conflict between Bowser Jr. Oh, why is Papa spending more time with them and not with me? There could be a conflict of interest, but then Bowser Jr. and the Koopalings come together and I don't know, probably conquer Mario over some crap real
There's
quick.
so many possibilities that I know they could definitely expand on this, but we shall see. We shall see
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
Miyamoto
we'll
and
see.
Illumination has
We'll
in
see what they
store.
do. We know Daisy's going to be in it, that's for sure. But if they,
Yes.
what they did with the post credits of the first movie with Yoshi, so we know that's for sure with Daisy with being in it. We just don't know how long because we've already got. The next Nintendo movie is going to be the Legend of Zelda live action movie, which, in my opinion, about that, I'm a little bit tentative, but that's just me with how I am with live action movies anyway. So,
Yeah,
but I
I mean,
will,
I,
I
I
will
get it.
still go and watch that. I'll still go and watch the movie.
I'll wait for a trailer and then I'll make up my mind at that point.
Yeah, as
Yeah,
long
true.
as
Because
it's
all we got so far are who the actors for Zelda and Link are going to be. Which I did my research a little bit with that, and yeah, they're basically young British actors. Which nice nod. What the basically how Zelda sounded like in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, but yeah, but the one that's going to play Link, I was actually pretty surprised to hear that his credits he played the voice of Pinocchio in the recent live action Pinocchio movie. Even though
mm,
that's panned to heck, it was still pretty
yeah,
surprising to
I
me.
I only watched I only watched like 5 minutes of that Pinocchio movie and I was done. It's like I like the references at the beginning and I was literally getting bored. That's like the first time because usually I like live action Disney movies. But like the Legend of Zelda, the last live action thing we ever got of it, and I'm not talking about the dancing commercial, was the mock trailer from IGN.
Oh yeah, yeah,
The
that April Fool's trailer from
April
IGN. Yes,
Fool's trailer, yeah. Ooh boy, everyone was hyped as heck too.
Yeah.
yeah. So again, I will still watch it. As far as like any, in my opinion, for any future movies, I was thinking more so like with okay, yeah, the rumors of a Donkey Kong movie. Of course, I'll go see it. Donkey Kong, the Donkey Kong franchise is also another one of my favorites from Nintendo, and I still think like yeah, since they've already done it, I can still have Illumination, still be in charge of that and see how that goes. And but I can't really think of anything as far as like a plot. It could be just them calling back to Donkey Kong Country and all that jazz.
I mean, I know no one's probably played Donkey Kong. What was it? What's the latest one on the Switch
Bonanza?
too?
Oh,
Yeah,
Bonanza.
but Bonanza. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say any
Oh,
plot
Bonanza.
details, but they could take the plot from that movie and run with
Yeah.
it to hell and back. Excuse my
I
language, but
mean,
yeah,
I mean, DK being in New York, and yeah, and then we see that cameo. Well, in the first movie, we have that cameo of Pauline. I think she's a reporter, isn't she?
No, she's a
she's the mayor.
mayor.
I thought she was the mayor.
She's the mayor.
Okay, I could
She's the
be.
mayor.
I should have rewatched the first movie before we did this panel, but that's okay.
No, it's
But I
cool.
thought she was a reporter. If she was mayor, that's fine. That honored what it is in Odyssey. But yeah, to have the DK being in New York during that Yoshi sequence, I think it gives me a hint that they're both going to be involved in a possible DK movie.
There's always a chance of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And then a possible like Star Fox movie in the future. Of course, I'm for it because I'm a big fan.
yes.
But I think it should not be Illumination doing the movie though. Maybe this is just
Hmm.
me with my animation study background. I think it should be some. I think it should be something else because, or another company handling the movie because that kind of movie because for a while in the recent that promotion with to promote Star Fox Zero back in the day, how they collaborated with the Jim Henson Company to do those puppets of Fox, Falco, and Peppy. I thought like that was great. That was great. Sure, the game wasn't that great, but it was still a nice nod that Miyamoto
I love. I
doing
honestly
those
love Star
puppets for
Fox
the
Zero.
promotion of the first game.
Hmm.
I'm a big Star Fox Zero defender.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
So
but the problem with that though is that if Star Fox and the whole Star Fox team with all the logo and paraphernalia and all that, that might mean that Illumination Power has rights to the Star Fox movie, cameo
I'm
or
saying
not.
I
I
mean I don't
mean,
mind if it's Illumination doing it either. I just feel like it should be a different one, like
right,
maybe like the company that did Coraline and Kubo and the Six Strings, because it would honor what Miyamoto was doing with the puppets
Yeah.
in the promotion for the first Star Fox game. So to have it be a full on stop motion animation, I thought that would blow my brains out as far as like, oh, that's honoring what he says too. And they collaborated with the company's called Leica, by the way.
right.
But it's like, oh, that would be awesome if they did that.
Unless they,
So
collaborate from, like, let's say there's a dream sequence or something like Fox and his father. There's different many scenarios. But let's say Fox is sleeping and it's the 3D animation illumination. Leica comes in and does stop motion. To kind of honor it. Like maybe Star Fox is having dreams of Andros and his father. That's just a
Yeah,
theory, but like,
it could be a number of things. I mean, there's so many different possibilities. But at any rate,
yeah.
it's we've kind of dragged this on a little bit longer than intended. So let's go ahead and
Hmm.
Yeah.
wrap this up.
Yeah.
If
A lot to talk
you've
about with this movie.
if you've if you've made it to this point, viewer, thank you. Thank you for listening and watching, and hope you've enjoyed. And let us know what your thoughts are in the comments. What you think about the movie? What do you think they should do for the upcoming third title of the Mario movie? And yeah,
Or future Nintendo movies. That's what I was, going on with that
yep,
tangent there.
that as well. Let's have a conversation. So until next time, everybody. Thank you all. Thank you, Neon, Star Child, and Sponge, and of
you're
course,
welcome.
AmyB for
No
being
problem.
involved with this panel. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it
This
really
was
It
was.
definitely a lot of
was.
fun. So, all right, we shall see you guys later on. Have a good night, everybody.
Hi, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Good night, guys. Love and appreciate y'all.